How's everybody doing today? It's another Saturday, and yeah, more half dollars to hunt. So today we're gonna hunt 8 boxes of them. 4 Loomis and 4 Brinks boxes, and this one has a lot of new enders in it. So I should say a lot of new coin enders. Yeah, but yeah. I don't know what we're gonna find today. I'm hoping to find something good. The only thing I have standing out is one box does have quite a few heavy ones in it, but it's like loaded like this one with new coins, enders. So yeah, one of them's even a 226.6, so hopefully we don't get skunked on that. But I did open a 226.4 up, and they were all brand new coins except one bicentennial. So yeah, we're just gonna start hunting these bad boys and see what we can find. So, but yeah, 8 boxes, $4,000. Let's see what we can do. And the reason I only have 8 boxes today instead of 10 is because I ended up getting a brand new box of coins, 2024s. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see a lot of this today. All brand new 24s. These are 24s, Philadelphia. So yeah, I think it's going to be a tough hunt. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what we get. How's everybody doing? Well, all brand new. So yeah, it's going to be a tough hunt today. Yeah, the one girl at the bank, I don't know if it's this box. No, it's not this box, but last week we ended up getting boxes that were stamped that said no silver. So when I went to the bank to pick my coins up yesterday, she said, I wasn't sure if you wanted any boxes because it said no silver on them. But she did order me one box. So I said, yeah, I want you to order them. Doesn't matter if they say no silver on them or not. Yeah, I thought when I saw no silver, that meant that they were circulated boxes, which they were last week. And then this week, the one said no silver on it, and it was literally definitely no silver on it. So those no silver boxes stamped are going to be a crapshoot when you get them. So I just got a bad feeling next week I'm going to be getting all brand new boxes. But we will find out. So how's everybody going? How'd your 4th of July go? A lot of fireworks last weekend, I'll tell you that. Around here it started to rain, but once the rain let up, there was fireworks going off all night long. Yeah. Yeah, the one Brinks box that I have actually has, it's first time for everything, actually has a dollar coin ender. One of the gold dollar coins, it's an ender, and the rolls are actually heavy, so it's actually an extra coin. So yeah, we should make $1 today. Anyways, on that note, yeah, you never know what you're going to find till you get them open. Yeah, somebody wants to throw away $1, I will take it. And I did yesterday when I dumped my last bucket of coins. Sometimes when they change the bag, I mean, some change will be on the floor when they're done, and it just so happens there was a dime. When she got done and walked away, there was a dime on the floor. Oh, I think we're gonna get a proof. Yep, we're gonna get a proof. That's it. We got a bunch. Remember last week we ended up getting a lot. I think we ended up getting 17 proofs, and most of them look like this, real nice. There's a nice 1977 San Francisco proof clad. That's awesome. Yeah, we got 17 last week, and we ended up getting 387. So I've got something to look forward to here. Yeah, sometimes the change will drop in there weirdly or whatever. Hey, Protected Mind, how you doing, brother? So yeah, when she walked away, there was a dime laying on the floor. Let me see if I can find that dime for you. There was a dime laying on the floor. And what are your odds of it being silver? That's the first time that's ever happened. 1956 from Philadelphia. So I'm thinking, is this the only silver I'm going to get this week? But that would be incorrect because I did one of the quarter boxes and ended up getting a 1959, I believe, Philadelphia. It's a Denver quarter. So I did get one silver quarter. I did. How you doing, man? Yeah, I watched. Yeah, you didn't get lucky. What? Did you get a new box of quarters? Yeah, Robbie got 815 out of that box. He still hasn't done the second box yet. He's right now. Apparently, he's going to give 100 of them away, which is great. I mean, good for him. But and there's other people across the country too. So I think in North Carolina, don't quote me, he's also found a really good box. So, hey, Queen Bastard, how you doing, brother? So yeah, good for him. I mean, he's spreading it around too. So that's awesome too. So yeah, it's gonna suck. We're gonna see a lot of this today. But yeah, not a bad start though. We did get a proof out of the. I'm happy with that. Yeah, it was weird when she walked away. There was a dime on the floor, and it's like I picked it up. It's silver. It's like, what are your odds of that silver dime being laying in the bottom of that machine? And it slid out when she pulled the bag out. You know? Yeah. And then I did get I hunted 5 boxes of quarters. 4 of the boxes were from Brinks boxes. I got 1 West Point out of 4 boxes. That was it. And then I did 1 box from Loomis, and there was 1 silver, 1 West Point in it. So that was a good box. So I still got 3 more to do from last week, and then I picked up 4 this week. They're all circulated. But I did see 2 designs of the quarter. There wasn't a lot of them, just a couple. I seen the one with the Mayflower one, mini Mayflower, whatever they call it, and then I saw the computer went out. That's terrible. You're back up and running. And then I saw the one that said, I'm assuming it was the second release. It had, I think it says Revolutionary War on it. George Washington on the one side, and then I forget what's on the reverse. But yeah, we're going to get a lot of this today. Sad to say, but it's, yeah. It is a circulated box. Not very circulated. What, did you get a box of quarters? Because you said you watch RFT. I didn't get lucky. So I'm assuming you got a box of quarters that weren't nothing in them. Yeah, I don't think, I mean, I've already known it for over the years that my banks around here do not get new boxes of coins, and it's very rare. So, very rare. They're usually circulated boxes. So right now, my only chance of finding a privy, it would be in circulated coins. So a lot of new rolls, I'm really shocked that like this box has a lot of new rolls. If there is there is no heavy ones at all in this, not even a 226. But the other one is just loaded with heavy ones. I didn't even mark them. I mean, the one's even a 226.6, but we got skunked. Remember last week we got skunked on 226.5? Yeah. Rob finds treasure one like last night because he's doing a giveaway. He's supposed to give, I think he gave 10 away again last night. And then he normally has 200-300 people ever watching at one time. There was almost 1,000 people watching last night. So yeah, they're all in the privy quarter, man. Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of these new rolls, man. Let me tell you a story. I'm not mad. Oh, I'm not mad at him either. I mean, I know when I was watching his first live stream. I watched it. It's probably like 30-some minutes long. He gave away what did he give away? 15 of them. And apparently people are sending like, I think we got another proof. Look at that. This is crazy cool, man. I know we have a mostly new coins, but look, there's another proof, and it's really nice. 79 to go with our 77. That's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, I'm not mad at him. It's just, I don't want to say I'm mad at anybody, but they were supposed to spread them out like they did the West Points, not just throw them in a bin and say, whatever. You should be mad at the people that did it, so it gives less chances of other people finding them, you know? Mickey Rob's back. He's still up. He got a full box of the West Points. Wow. Yeah, I remember Mickey. Yeah. Yeah, Mickey robs banks. I don't think he streams any. He doesn't do anything anymore. I haven't heard that name in like forever. Amazing. You get one roll with a proof in it and the rest are new. But yeah. Yeah, I could never, even when West Points came out, I begged people for new boxes, to get new boxes. If they got one, they said, we do not get new boxes. It's rare. So I know my girl did get the 2020. I got a new box of 2025 pennies last year. She saved me 10 rolls, and then she did get a brand new box of the 2026 dimes. It saved me 20 rolls. So yeah. I mean, it is a circulated box, but it seems like there's a lot more new rolls versus not. Yeah. That one's a little busted up. Yeah, I tried to get a new box of quarters, but around here it's hard to get a new box. So right now, all I can do, because when the girl came out and said, I didn't know if you wanted them, because it said, I hate when she does that stuff. So, because I think she really doesn't want to deal with doing this every week for me. But I did ask her, I said, that's okay. I'm happy to have one. And I said, by the way, I didn't no chance I could get a box of quarters from you right away. And she's like, no. And then she says, you're not going to find that quarter. I said, you have to try. It's like, you got to try. You got to try. Yeah, Rob still hasn't done that second box yet. How many proofs do you think we're going to find in this box? I don't know. We did good last week. Yeah, wait. There's another one. Look, I bet you this is the same dump from last week, because all of our proofs came out of these Loomis boxes. And here we go. Here's another one. Boom. Look at that. We got a 78. I think somebody threw a whole set away. We got 77, 78, and 79. Look at these. Looks like somebody just dumped them. That is cool bean. I bet it's the same part of the last week's dump. Maybe we'll get lucky. Proofy, very proofy. Maybe we'll get lucky. We only got 3 silvers last week, but I'm hoping we get at least one. But I bet this is part of that dump from last week. I mean, we had 17 proofs, and most of them look like this. I mean, there was a couple that were hazy and messed up, but man, look at these. I mean, there's some blemishes on them, but man, these things have not been out there long at all. But man, I don't think you're going to find a better coin. Better coin in circulation, I guess you could say. Yeah, I'm not mad at Rob. Good for him. I mean, I'm glad he's spreading it around and stuff. I don't know what that there is. I don't know if that's a proof, but that looks I wonder if it's an 87. No, it's going to be a proof. Wow. Another one. A 96. These coins are beautiful, dude. That is crazy. That's 4 out of 28 rolls. That's pretty good. Boom. had more of a coppery looking old blemish or old look to it. I mean, look, here's a brand new roll. There's one in it. One circulated coin. And it's not, that's what I want to see. I want to see one silver coin in a roll like that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think you're going to find a better proof in a circulated box. I can tell you that. I don't think you're going to get much nicer. That's like almost brand new. Well, they were brand new and somebody dumped them, but yeah. First time dump. Yeah. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a. What did we get last week? I think we ended up getting two 90s and a 40. That 40 and 90 were next to each other in that one roll. And then we found the 90s separate. And they were both in heavy rolls. So there is heavy rolls. The one box is loaded like madly like this one with because it looks like a brand new box, but it's not. So and there is a 226.6 in it. And last week we got skunked on a 226.5, and then there was a 226.4 next to it. So I actually opened it up to see what was in the 226.4. They were all brand new except one bicentennial. So yeah, it's gonna suck to get a 226.6 and get blown out of the water. We'll find out now. Yeah, crazy. They're all brand new. All brand new. They're all been 2024s from Philadelphia. Crazy. It's crazy how this happens in a box that's circulated, you know? You just wonder how it works out there. I mean, here's a roll with no new ones in it. It's crazy how it works. And anybody else find anything this week? Or last week? This week? Since last week? I was going to mow the grass today, but it's still a little humid. And it just got done raining. I wonder if that's a proof. Yep, another one. Look at this. We got what? 77, 78, 79, 96, and here comes the 1980. Huh, we're going to find the whole set. Cool beans. Oh, yeah, we're going to have some 2026s today, too, because I have one ender in one of these boxes, and I have 3 enders in, it might be 4, but there's 3 on one side of the Brinks boxes. So we're going to get some 2026s today, too. So I've only ever found 1 in a box, and then 2 in a customer wrap. So I gave them away, so now I can have some for myself. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just wondering when Rob's going to open that other box up. Insane. I'm waiting for a silver. Got 10 rolls to go. He found silver. I know he found 190 last night when I checked in. So he did find a silver, at least one silver last night. I checked in once. But we were watching a show. And I never went back to check to see how he was making out. Yeah, I don't know. They don't like us here on the East Coast, huh? It's not a bad box. I mean, all these new coins, and we got 5 proofs already. Okay. Did you notice how many silvers he found? I knew he had 1 when I checked, but I don't know how far he was into it. Brand new coins. No clue. And I did see the one box had 2025 ender in it. 5 rolls to go. Can we find the silver before it's over with? Yeah. Yeah, it's humid. Tomorrow's not going to be so bad. Well, it's not supposed to be as bad today, so I got to watch the big boy go by the other way. I'm going to post a video. I'm happy with the one I did on the return trip, so I'm going to post it when I get a chance. Literally went by my backyard, bro. It was pretty cool. And they blew the horn going back, too. When they went the other way, they were headed the other way. They didn't blow the horn, but they blew the horn. The whistle, I guess you could say. It's not the horn, the whistle. Yeah. Nuts. It's pretty cool, though. I thought it was really cool. I liked it. Last roll. Anybody interested in any brand new coins? I don't think so. 2024 is from Philadelphia. No silver. We even had some bonus stuff in the bottom of the box. But no silver, but we did. That was pretty cool. We ended up with 5 clad proofs. That is cool. 96, 80, 79, 78, 77. That's what a proof looks like. A nice proof out of a circulated box. That's pretty cool. 5 proofs. Not bad. Not bad at all. Cool beans. Lucky Lynch. All right, let's do a Brinks box. Let's do a Brinks box. Maybe we'll get lucky today. This is going to make I think this week is going to make it 78 boxes. So, yeah. We do have a 226-2, and there is another one. I think another 226-2 in one of the other boxes with the, yeah, one heavy one marked in orange, but that's about it. Let's see if Brinks can pull off a silver today. Somebody. You're going to go to Virginia. What's in Virginia? You got to go to Virginia in Lebanon. Oh, the VA in Lebanon. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Why are you going there? Yeah. "2005 Philadelphia." Nothing there. Okay. Yeah, I need to. One nice thing about these boxes is they're pretty circulated, but there's no silver. I mean, these rolls are just like mostly old coins. There's hardly any new ones mixed. But I wish there was some more silver mixed with them. Some silver, how's that? "23. Yeah, these Brinks boxes are tough. So I was waiting. So, it took 40 boxes to get a good box. So I was hoping the next 40 would give us a good box, but not yet. Still have 2 to go. So I'm hoping by next week we got a good box. I'm going to keep getting them, but it's tough to do them when you don't have much going on. 226. Yeah, one of these boxes is it? Yeah, one of these boxes has 3 or 4 2026 enders, and it's on the bottom row, so I don't know which one it is. Yeah, that's crazy. 5 of those proofs, just like last week. So I think it's part of the same dump. We usually don't get part of the same dump anymore when it comes from week to week. So, 226 too. I'm just hoping we get a couple of silvers like we did last week too. 226 too. No silver for you. Not today. No silver. No silver. Yeah, that's where the train stopped, was in Lebanon too, right? Its first stop, it went from King of Prussia to Lebanon or something. I don't think it stopped in Reading on the way back. It stopped on the way, yeah. Stopped in Reading on its way to Philadelphia, but it didn't stop at Reading on the way back, from my understanding. So I guess it went from Philly. Don't quote me. I think Sunday it went from Philly to King of Prussia, and then Monday, it was Monday, right? Then Monday it went from King of Prussia to Lebanon. And then from there, I don't know where it's going. I know it's going to hit Altoona and other things. That was Tuesday. I don't remember. I wasn't missing it. You know, when I went, I'm going to try to explain this. I mean, I babble on a lot and I forget what I'm doing. But we went up to whatever that town was up near Tamaqua to get on the train that one weekend. It was a 2102. And that went up to another town that was 80 miles away. Now, on the way up, I was on the left side of the train. On the way back, in a sense, I was on the left side of the train. I wanted to see both sides of the track, in a sense. And it's just amazing how many people at the crossings were videotaping. And on the way back, there were these 2 guys. They were like, oh, I thought there was going to be a proof. I just happened to look up, and these 2 guys are running down. I don't want to say it was like a high stone pile or what it was, but it wasn't normal. They went running down this stone pile, and they got in their white car, whatever it was. It was like a kind of like an SUV type thing. I couldn't tell you what it was. And then when we were going by the one crossing, I saw 2 guys in a black car. They had these huge lenses on their cameras. I mean, you got this little camera with this huge 1.5 foot long lens, right? And I know who they I saw who they were, in a sense, what they looked like. And then like another crossing, all of a sudden there's that guy and there's that other guy. Those guys were like driving from crossing to crossing. These guys must have been like nuts. They must be trained fanatics, right? When the train went by my house the other day, the train didn't come yet, and I'm walking down, and here this guy's getting out of his car on my property with this huge lens. And I looked at him and I said, "You were up at what you call it?" And he's looking at me like I'm nuts, and his buddy got out. I'm like, what are your odds of them being, yeah, they're chain tracers. Yeah, train chasers. But yeah, that was just an observation, It's just kind of weird that they were here on my property that day when the train went by. They must I don't know. They had Connecticut license plate. tag on their car. But they had these huge lenses on their cameras, you know. But yeah, it was just kind of cool. I told my wife, I said, "You never guessed it was here today." Yeah, could be, but they weren't videotaping. They were just taking. There's a 2009 from Philly. They were just taking photos. There was somebody else here the first time, but they sent us the video. They had a drone and everything, so I didn't ask them if they were on YouTube, but they sent us the video. Yeah, their video came out good because it was like nobody in front of them. My video just shows all these people standing out front. I don't want to do that. I thought, I'm going to be on my own property. I'm going to stand on the tracks, get a nice video. I didn't know all these people. I mean, a lot of people asked me to come, which was fine, but then all of a sudden people just showed up. I don't even know that word. I didn't want to give anybody a hard time, but it's the idea. It's like, you think they would say, "Hey, is it okay if we stay and watch the train?" No, they just came like they owned the place, It's all good, though. I thought it was pretty cool, though. Those two guys got out of the car, and I'm like, "Oh my God, you were up at what you call it a couple weeks ago, Nah, I wasn't going to charge anybody. The first day when I did it, I had 2 coolers with water in it and stuff. I'm glad I did. It was so hot that first day. I mean, even in the shade, you were like sweating bullets. Luckily, it was a lot nicer when they went back. It was kind of hazy, a little light drizzle. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. I get a chance, I'm just going to post it, but not right now. Yeah, the first day there was a guy. It was a long story, but all in all, they're actually snowbirds. They live in Pennsylvania, but they live in Florida in the winter. And their son actually flew up from Florida to come see the train. I mean, their son's like, I don't want to say he's in his late 20s, early 30s, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah, this one has one on the bottom. Yeah, this is the one on the bottom with the 2026 too. See, my brother, what started this whole thing with this 4014 was my sister said that her husband, Mike, we're going to come up and we got tickets to go see the 4014 in Scranton. And I'm like, what the hell's a 4014? You know what I mean? I didn't know. So then I started looking at it on YouTube. Oh, I get it now. So I figured we're going to be going, but then somehow something happened and they couldn't come up. So we ended up going up to see the train. And I thought it was pretty cool. And then I started watching more videos of how the trains came about and all that crap with the big boy and all that. And how the one ended up in Scranton. What is it, the 4012? How that one ended up there and all that. But the only thing that didn't happen in Scranton when we went to see it was they were letting the train cool down, so I guess they could drain it and do maintenance on it. So we didn't get to hear the whistle blow in person. So when the train went by here the first time, the crossing way up the line, you could hear the whistle blow, but I was hoping it would blow the whistle when it went by my house, but it did not. So when it came back, you could hear it. Like, you could hear it off in the distance at the one crossing. You could hear it. So here it comes. It's finally coming. And then it's coming around the bend, and it started up the track. It was blowing the whistle there. And all of a sudden, it got right close to us, and all of a sudden, the whistle was blowing. That was so cool. So cool. Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. It was pretty cool. it's a big train. There's no doubt about it. This might be an NIFC, yeah. Another 2009. That's a Denver. Nope, that's a Philadelphia. That's a Philadelphia. Yeah, I thought it was cool. There's a 2000. Your aunt used to live in Hazleton, yeah. Yeah, I can't remember the town that 2102. It's just like right there next to Tamaqua. We had to drive all the way up to there to get there. And then it went up to, I don't know the name of those towns up there. 226-2. But yeah, it was like an 8-hour train ride. I thought it was pretty cool. It almost looks silver there, but it's not. I almost had it be going there for a little bit, but no, it's just a dirty coin. 72. I like it. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I liked it. It was a cool ride. Because my brother-in-law, apparently that's his thing. He likes these old trains. You know, I know he goes other places when they're up here. They'll go, I don't know where the name of the towns are. They'll take train rides here and there. But we don't go. We went to them one time on a train ride somewhere, but it was only a short ride. It wasn't a steam engine, you know. I didn't know there was this many steam engines in the country that were like up and operational, like, you know. A lot of train fanatics out there, because it was just amazing how many people were videotaping at these crossings, man. They must watch that. You know, I never knew nothing about it. Yeah, it's crazy. Jim Thorpe. Somewhere, I think it's north of Jim Thorpe, though. It's, I forget what it starts with, but then it has a QUE in it. Now you're making me wonder what it is. Let's see if I can find it quick. I had a heck of a time finding it when I was looking for it. Let's see what it's at. Tumtonic was the place it went to. Let's see. Tamaqua, Lansford, somewhere off Colesdale, somewhere off of, it was, what was the route? The route was 209 and 54. That's pretty much where 209 and 54 split off. That's where the train was at. 209 and 54. Kind of weird. I'm kind of messed up. Don't mind me. I'm gonna. I lose my head if it was. I forget my head if it wasn't a test anymore. I'm just trying to figure it out, because you have. I could be wrong. I know we went through Tamaqua to get there, I thought. Nesquehoning. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but that's where the train 2102 is located. Nesquehoning, PA. And it went from Nesquehoning and then ended up paralleling the Susquehanna and the what's the other river up there? I don't know. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to pass all these towns, but you're actually just going along the river. The Susquehanna and Lehigh River is what it kind of like goes up around. And then the train ended up going north of Scranton, let's see, to Tunkhannock. That's where it went. It was 80 miles. It's a long ride on a train that's only doing like 25 miles an hour. Yeah. Tunkhannock, something like that. Oh, I can't pronounce that right. Yeah. I liked it. It was pretty cool. And then after my wife booked this thing here, when she was at the thing, apparently the 2102, at one point after we took that ride, was alongside the big boy. They were, yeah, seen YouTube videos of it too, you know? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm thinking like, I mean, because like when you're around here, it's like, oh, they're gonna go through a lot of towns and stuff. Heck no, man. That train line's like in the mountains, man. All you're seeing is mountains. Mountains. Most of the time you're in the mountains. You're not seeing nothing. Trees. Lots of trees and mountains. But then when you hit a railroad crossing, there's so many people, man. It's like unreal. And then you saw people chasing after the train. Unreal. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, the train left out at like 9 o'clock in the morning. We didn't get back till like I forget what time, 8:39, somewhere around 9. Yeah, it was like a 12-hour round. Yeah, it's amazing like how they built that one train to pull those cars and never needed a helper. They never needed a helper train. Plus, all in all, they never had any problems with them, I guess, except one did get in an accident. Don't quote me. I think it was the number 5. The number 5, I think, was the only one in an accident. I don't know why it derailed or was in an accident, but it killed its engineer, its boiler operator, and someone else got killed. It was the only train that killed its out of the 25 that were built. That was the only one that killed anybody, or I guess killed any of the crew. And that was actually fixed instead of scrap. They fixed it. So yeah, there's only out of 25, there's only eight that, and they just ended up getting scrapped. So there's only 8 that remain, and the 4014, I guess, was the best candidate to restore, I guess you could say. I think it was either going to be the 4014 or the 4012, so they chose the 4014. I guess the California climate was much more lenient on the train. That's pretty cool. Yeah, they hold a lot of war supplies. There's no doubt about that. A lot of men, machinery, equipment, guns, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Pretty cool history of it. And here you got one going from coast to coast now for the 250th anniversary of the country. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I thought when I first heard about the big boy, because they're saying it's the only one or something. Don't quote me on how it was worded. And I'm thinking, all right, it's the only one. So we went up to Scranton. I'm sitting there looking at this big boy, and I'm like, there's another train up there. I'm looking at both of them. I'm like, boy, they almost look identical. There's got to be more than one, I think. I'm confused. I get it now. It's the only one operational. Yeah, I'm like, yeah. I'm looking at both trains, and I'm like, even though they were both built in 1941, there are little differences with them. Now, I don't know if the differences were changed when they redid it or if that's the way they were, but there's just little differences you can see on the outside. I mean, just the way the outside's done. It's basically the same, but there's little differences. So, yeah, it's crazy. I thought one was, built one year, one no, they both built the same year in 1941. Last roll of our boo box. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Hey, Adam, how we doing? Yeah. You know what that means. Let's see. Boo. My goal, even if I wasn't thinking when I did it, but I wanted to do I wanted to go Loomis Brinks. So we're going to do 2 Brinks boxes so I can end on the Loomis box. And I want to end on the Loomis box that has, I guess, mostly all new coins in it, believe it or not. So that we don't have a in a sense, skunk box. Now, don't quote me on this. We do have a 226, and somewhere down in here, where's it at? Let's see if I can find it for you. There it is. You see that down there? That's something you see every day. A dollar coin ender. And the roll actually weighs 233 too, so that means that's an extra coin. Well, somebody gave us an extra $1. I didn't even pay attention. That's James Garfield. James? Yeah, James Garfield. I don't know what year his presidency was, but pretty cool. You just never know what you're going to find. $1. And it's a free dollar, so we'll call it a free dollar. So, yeah. We won't get skunked in this. We'll find something, at least $1. Yeah. I mean, I found dollar coins in the bags, but this will be the first dollar coin I've ever found that I don't remember ever finding a dollar coin in a box of half dollars. And then on top of that, it's an ender. What are your odds? Yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to do the quarters, but I'm trying to do it faster. So I only decided to look for, I want to say, the higher dollar varieties, which would be the Bicentennial Denver, high leaf, low leaf. What else? You get the silver, the West Point, and a couple other ones. I can't think of what they are that I'm looking for to go through the quarters fast. So I'm doing the quarters. I'm holding them in my hand like this, a roll of quarters, and I'm just going like this. I'm either letting them drop or I have to flip them. And I'm going like this, right? Every now and then, let's say about 5 times out of a box. Hey, Vincent, how we doing? Sometimes out of a box, I'll drop one by accident, and it's in the bucket. I don't know which coin it was that fell. So I'm sitting there thinking to myself, what are your odds the coin at that moment that I dropped was the coin I was looking for? What are your odds? So I was doing the one box. It was actually the 4th box on the Brinks boxes. I actually dropped, don't ask me. You can sit there and do 1,000 times. You won't have a problem. You'll drop one. Just so happens that the front one, I went to drop it. Somehow I ended up dropping the 2. And luckily I saw how they hit and I grabbed it. And what were your odds of that being a West Point? What are your odds? Because if I went and found that coin that I just dropped, I would have found nothing out of 4 boxes. But it was a West Point. One of them. So I guess your odds are pretty good. Yeah, but I'm just doing some quarters, you know. I'll check for other varieties, but I'm just like, I can't do 4 boxes a week and get them back. I have to do them as fast as I can. How you doing, Vincent? Don't mean to. Not ignoring you. Yeah, how you doing, brother? Yeah. I guess your odds are pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how many coins you'll do, how many rolls you'll do, and all of a sudden one will get away from you and fall into the bottom of the bucket. I'm like, I don't know where it is. So if I wouldn't have kind of paid attention where those 2 hit, I would have lost me a West Point. So yeah, 4 boxes, no silver, 1 West Point, 1 Canadian. Ended up with an extra nickel. Believe it was 1 nickel in the one box, but I ended up getting an extra nickel. So I made 5 cents off the box. So it was 1 Canadian. So the Canadian actually was free because 1 roll was missing a coin. The Canadian takes away a coin, but then 2 other rolls in another box had extra coins. So we actually broke even. And then the next 2 boxes were a free nickel. We're making money here. Oh, Silver Addiction's in the house. How you doing, Silver Addiction? How's your back doing, or how you making out with your back? I guess you could say. I know you were having really bad problems last time. One West Point back quarter and one Cool Beans. Oh yeah, I found I don't know where it's at. I did find one San Francisco coin, actually two. I don't know where it's at though. Yeah, I don't usually find them, and I've never found like Rob. He'll find them like I don't want to say they're chrome. They're not chrome plated. They're like whatever plated or whatever. I've never found one of those yet. Yeah, I did find an escorter too. I forget which one it was. That's a pretty good box though. Yeah. That's a good box, Adam. Congratulations. Yeah, I know it's hard to get a West Point. I figured out of 4 boxes I would find something. Yeah. There's a 2025. I don't see too many 2025s. Still keeping it down. Next week. My sister had a problem with her back for a while, and they did some kind of injections, and it helped out a lot, but it doesn't last forever, so you got to keep getting them, I guess. So I'm assuming you've gotten nothing done yet. Found nothing. Nothing. That's not good. Yeah. I hope you get better. I hope the injections work. Yeah, I know my sister was taking a lot of pain pills and stuff, and then she finally got injections, and it helped out a lot. But over time, I guess it wears off, and then you got to keep getting them done. Apparently, depends on what doctor you go to, too, because the one doctor wasn't very good, and she ended up going to another doctor. It was actually cheaper. And this, I guess it was a lady doctor versus a man doctor, and this one went a lot better for her. So, yeah, doctors matter. Yeah. Yeah. So I hope you get something good stuff. Get it straightened out so you're not in so much pain. Yeah, I don't like taking pills unless I have to. Even like, I mean, if I have to, because I really have to, because I really try to avoid taking any pills. Not that I'm against it or anything, but yeah, you got to take them sometime. Hey, Donkey Socks, how you doing? Donkey Socks. All right, we got a 226. Pretty sure there's nothing in it, but we do have heavy ones every now and then. But it's be nice to see a 40 pop out of one of these today. I remember like years ago, like my one girlfriend, she used to have back problems. Like, I'm like, well, are you serious? When you're younger, you don't have these issues. She had back problems for a while, and then one day, the only way I can explain it to you, one day, I was doing something. I bent over and I picked something up. It wasn't super heavy, I guess you could say. Picked it up and I moved it, did something, and then I went back to go bend over to pick it up. I about fell on the floor. It hurt. That was from that day on. I have back problems. I just have no clue. No clue. One time I was somewhere. I was down in somewhere and I was doing something. I wasn't even. I didn't even lift anything. All I did was go to bend over to pick something up, and it felt like somebody shoved a sword in my back. I literally went to my hands and knees. I mean, I thought I need to go to the hospital, and I was away from home, so I didn't want to leave my car there, so I drove home. I was in such excruciating pain to get home, and then I went to go see a chiropractor. This guy had me moving around on the thing. I could barely move. I was all but crying. This guy's like, well, move here, move there. I'm like, I don't think this guy gets it. I could barely move. Taking x-rays. And then I went home. If it wasn't for my daughter being on the floor, I was laying on the couch. As long as you didn't move, you were all right. I had to go to the bathroom, and just to go from, I don't know how I did it, but I had to go from the couch onto the floor and somehow stand up to go to the bathroom. I literally would have been crying if my daughter wasn't sitting there watching me do this. I was in such pain, I could barely move. I mean, it was bad. I mean, yeah, bad. Yeah, the back pain's no joke. And I was only like, I'm going to say in my late 20s. I was in my 20s, I think. I don't even think I was in my 30s yet. Right now, the only problem I have on my back, I don't really, knock on wood, I don't have any real back issues. I just can't stand for a long time. I could do stuff, but your back gets stiff and stuff. But other than that, that's about it. Stiffness and everything. You got car wash tokens, car wash quarters. What car wash quarter look like? Oh, you didn't check the 220 yet? Wow, that's crazy. Back pain ain't nothing to joke. I know all about it, so. Grimy. Yeah. Yeah, I know what back pain's all about. It was a 2002 Philadelphia. Yeah, it was just one day. I bent over, moved something, doing my thing, went back. As soon as I bent over to pick it up, that's when it all started. I have no clue. It just started. And trust me, the chiropractor does help. There's no doubt about it. I never had to have surgery or anything. I just had to keep going to the chiropractor. So, and then once it finally like straightened its, I don't want to say it straightened itself out, but just a weird thing, man. It's like, I mean, it's like anything. I mean, you can be doing anything. I'm pretty sure there's people all around the world doing daily stuff, and all of a sudden you'll just doing your normal thing. All of a sudden you got some kind of pain, whether it's in your leg, your feet, your back, your arms, something twitches. It's like, what the hell just happened? You know, that's all I can say. So what's going on? You know, what happened? Oh my God, I needed help to get out of bed. That's terrible. Yeah, I know all about it. Yeah, I remember. I just couldn't. I mean, going to bed. I mean, as long as you stayed put, I was all right. But then I had to. It's like you got to come back the next day. So just getting out of bed the next day was brutal, brutal. That's the only part I remember about that whole thing. Him saying, "Turn this away." I could barely move. I'm thinking this guy doesn't really get how much pain I'm in. He wants me to keep rolling around and get X-rays. I'm like, oh my God, it was brutal. He found $2 half-dollar planchets, rimless. They weren't even. They were just the planchets in yesterday's hunt, last night's hunt, I guess you could say. Yeah, you drive trucks. I'm pretty sure cement mixer, I guess you could say truck. Pretty sure that don't help your back. Bouncing around all day, jumping up and down. Yeah. I don't think I've ever found the $half-dollar planchet before. I got a dime, I got a penny, got a couple pennies I think, but I got one dime, penny. I don't think I ever got a nickel or I've never gotten a $half-dollar one. Huh, crazy. Well, just think when he was doing them quarters, he found the blank planchet in the that first quarter box he did. Here's a bent coin. Yeah, I haven't found a quarter one. I don't have a quarter one, just a dime penny. No half. It's crazy. Got them in the same box. Huh. Somebody must have had them and just dumped them one day. That's crazy. Crazy cool. Wonder what he's going to find next. A gold $half-dollar maybe, huh? That would be cool. You won from, okay. That's cool. I think the reason you see more pennies versus like $half-dollars is because there's so many more pennies minted, you know? I know I have one penny blank, but something tells me I have two. Yeah. And the dime planchet that I actually got from a gas station. The girl's like, I never did this before, but the girl at the gas station said, look what somebody, I said, I'll give you a dime for that. I gave her a dime. She gave me the planchet. That's how I got that one. Penny, I know I had a penny one. I know I found one. I know I found one too. I gotta have at least two. I know I found one. I don't know where I got I don't even remember where I got the first one from. I know I've had one for years before I even was doing this. So, cool beans. Yeah. Back pain is no joke. And then when it's going down through your sciatic nerve, through your crotch, down into your leg, oh my God, it's just brutal. It makes it worse. Makes it even worse. First box, we ended up finding, believe it or not, 5 beautiful clad proofs. Just like last week, we found, what, 17 of these? Most of them look like this. But yeah, we found 5. 78, 77, 78, 79, 80, and 96. That was pretty cool. And most of that first box was like a lot of new rolls. There was a lot of new coins. So yeah, I think that's part of last week's dump. So we usually don't get from week to week. 724. 2 years ago. Yeah, they are nice. I mean, last week we got 17 proofs. I know one of them was at like a 2000 something. Wasn't as nice. It was really hazy, but all of them were like nice. And then we found 387s. We found 290s and a 40. And I forget what else we found. Yeah, we found 17 proofs. 3 87s, 2 Kennedy 90s, and 140. Don't remember what else we found, but it was pretty cool. It was a good day. Yeah, back pain is nothing to sneeze at, I can tell you that. And you're all but in tears. It's brutal. And you think you could like fight through it? No, it keeps you down. You gotta figure out how to stand up. You gotta roll to your side, somehow get on your hands and knees and work. It's brutal. Brutal. I'm in. You've been notified. You have 290s for the blank. Yeah, I know Rob had one silver on the board when I looked, but I don't know what he ended up with. Yeah, when I turned to check him out, I forget what time it was. It was 900 and some people watching, and I'm thinking there's usually only between, don't quote me, two. When Rob first started streaming, 1,000 people, no problem. Over time, it just went down to like 200-300. And now with this giveaway, I was wondering like how many gonna be watching. I bet you over 1,000. It's like when I looked, it was 900 and some watching. It's like, yeah. Now you just said it's 12 or 1,200. Yeah, a lot of people watching last night because they wanted to be part of that giveaway. So trust me, that giveaway's paying off too. Even though they're free. Yeah, it all adds up for him over time. But no, he's doing a good thing. No doubt about it. Oh, you didn't find. Oh, you're actually looking for blanks. Yeah, I want one too, but I figured, I'm not gonna sit and watch. And I think about it, it's like I would love to get one like given to me, but right now I'm praying I'm going to find one over the next year or so. So if I get lucky to find one, because there's going to be boxed. There was somebody that Coin Channel posted a short with somebody found one at the gas station. So there's going to be like normal people that don't know nothing about this. They're going to get boxes. They're just going to distribute them. They're going to spend them. So that's how it's going to get out there. So I'm hoping it's like a West Point. You just got to hope you get one. So, but 250,000 coins, and there's already many thousands not out there anymore. People have already found. So, yeah. I'm hoping to find one, but right now I'm just like the quarters. I mean, I didn't plan on seeing any new. I don't want to say any new coins, but yeah, here's our ender. Here's our dollar ender with Mr. Garfield. It's an ender. Look at that. A dollar coin ender. Is that crazy or what? Weighs 233 too, so that's an extra coin. But we're going to count these. What are your odds of getting a dollar coin? My first dollar coin in a $half roll. And look how small it is. Look how small it is compared to a $half. And it's just enough to stay snug in that wrapper. Is that crazy or what? What wrong? You put that in there? No, I did not. That's the way it came. I swear to God. $1. $1. Statue of Liberty. We got $1. We made $1. Or did we? So yeah, let's count these. There should be 20 here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Yep, $1. $1. I have no clue, dude, because oh yeah, I could have put that in there actually. It fits right in there. I did not put that in there, I swear to God. This is really what happened. But yeah, that sucker just fits in there, believe it or not. I thought it was going to be tighter than that, but no. That just stays in there. I have no clue, but I'll take a free $1 all day long. Yeah, I could have done that, but I didn't do it. Yeah. I thought it was going to be harder than that, but no, it just literally just makes it in there. No problem. There's our first 2021. Yep. First time for everything. Dollar coin ender from the bank. He was our 20th president. And 1881. 20th president, 1881. I always thought there was like dates, like the dates that they was president, like, 1881, 1883 or something like that. Could be wrong, but that just says 20th president, 1881. That would be cool to find an 1881 coin right now. That's all it says, 1881. I always thought there was multiple years on them, but don't quote me. I'll take $1 all day long. $3? Yeah. Yeah, I usually don't go in the swimming pool, but that day when the train went by, I think it was a day, we ended up going in the pool. It's pretty much bath water. That's how warm it was. A little cooled down since the other week, but yeah. Unreal. Nope, everything I've ever found or done on this channel is what I found. I've never like staged anything or nothing. Like, doesn't benefit me to do it. I don't make money off of it anyway. Yeah. Whatever I find is what I found. You just never know what you're gonna find. And how many times have you seen me pull stuff out of rolls and it's like, where'd that come from? You know. So he has. I guess he was considered. Yeah, because I'm assuming those dates are because that was president twice. But I thought there was like, like what's Trump? What's Trump is what 20. Oh my God, I can't think. Now we're in 2026, so what was it 24 to 28? So you would think 24 to 28, so it would just say 24, I guess. Or no, well, Trump would actually say, oh God, prior to that was what 28? No, 2016. I don't know, something like that. So when Trump gets a coin, it'll be 2 dates on it. I guess the date that I'm gonna say the first year of the presidency. But yeah, it sucked on silver, but we did get $1 out of it. A staged dollar. No, it's not staged. That's the way it came, I swear to God. So yeah. All right, now we're gonna do a Loomis box, and hopefully we can find more nice fruit or something else. Yeah, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? I don't know. I do not know. We are gonna do the extra bank box. See how they got no silver on them? They're stamped. Now, this box has a number 32 on it. Somebody wrote 32, and they wrote that. I guess that's a 616. I didn't do that. I put the star on it in this. But yeah, it said no silver. Last week was the first time I seen this stamped. People used to write no silver in marker, but these are stamped. They make enough money, they bought their own stamp. But normally, yeah. Oh, he's going to have literally 2 separate coins? Yeah. With 2 different dates. Oh, I thought it was going to be 2 dates with 1 coin. I don't know. We'll have to find out when it happens. But yeah, this box doesn't look too bad. There's a bunch of new enders in there, but not as bad as the first box. So let's see if we can get something out of here. Because okay. I just figured they would put it on. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. I would think it would say it would be the what 20? What is he? The 20? No, 47th president. So he was what the 45th and 47th. Don't quote me. I should know. 45th and 47th. I would think it would say 45th, 47th president. Or maybe 45th at 2000 whatever, and then 47th at 2000. And yeah, my mind draws blanks a lot. Yeah, sorry about that. 24. Yeah. We'll find out when it happens. You don't get a coin until you're going. Yeah. Is that all you got was a box of dimes, Vincent? Box of 2026 dimes. Let's keep our eyes open for some proofs here. Yeah, but two of the boxes this week, I was scared when I got them because they didn't say no silver on them. They were just nothing stamped on them. And I grabbed them, and I thought they were going to be new coins, but they were actually circulated boxes. So, but then the one said no silver on it, and yeah, they're all brand new 2024s. Only 4 Wheaties. It's not bad though. Yeah. Yeah, she said I didn't order you two. It was just weird the way she said it, like, because I didn't I don't even think she was there last week. So apparently every week when I go in to get coins from her, I have to say I'll see you next week. Or if she's not there, make sure the other girl knows I'll see you next week. Order me 2 boxes. I mean, it's been 4 weeks in a row I got brand new coins. Last week was the first circulated box that I got in 5 weeks. And then I was hoping this week and maybe next week I'll get circulated again before I get new ones again. And then she kind of robbed me of my 1 box. And then I go to the other bank. I get 3 circulated and 1 new one. Now I'm worried like I'm going to get all brand new coins starting next week. So I missed my opportunity to get a circulated box this week. So whatever. These new coins will not end. I thought, I mean, I went for 2024s. We went to 2023. So I figured, okay, the 24s are going. And guess what? I picked up a box of brand new 2024s this week. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Where's this stuff keep coming from? Just wait till the 2026 new boxes come in. We're going to find some today. I've only ever found, believe it or not, all year I've only found 1 2026 in a box that we've hunted on the stream. 1. Today we're going to get at least, I think there's 3 enders on the one side. I think there's 1 ender on the other side in the 1 Brinks box. And I know that I thought there's one in one of these boxes too. So we're going to get at least 5 today. So I'm assuming that we got 4 enders in 1 box. There's going to be more. So I'm excited because I'm finally going to get more. I've only found 3. 1 was in a box and 2 were in a customer wrap. That was it. And I gave those away. The first one I found, I gave to the girl at the bank, and I'm glad I did because I don't think she works there anymore because I haven't seen her in like over a month. I gave it to her because she seemed more interested in it than anybody else did with me for these new designs, you know. So when I found it, I flipped it up and I gave it to her. I mean, it's only $50, but I just thought it was kind of cool, you know. My first $50 I give to her because she seemed more interested. So, and I don't think she was there anymore. There's one of them 2026s. Or was that 2025? Oh no, that's a 5. And then I found two in a customer wrap roll, and I gave them to another lady that I buy at a store because she really into $50. I said, yeah, I got something for you, so I gave them to her. I'm not hitting on women. I'm happily married. They just happen to be women. So, no big deal. I don't get any ideas. So, we're going to find some for me today. Finally. Oh, and another thing, like finding the quarters. I mean, you've seen images of them and stuff, but they're actually nicer in hand than they are on screen. So yeah. First one was the Mayflower. The other one was, I know George Washington's face in left, but I forget what the heck was on the reverse. But then it says Revolutionary War or something on the back. So I'm assuming it's Revolutionary War quarter. I don't know. Yeah, I've gotten some. I found 3 in change once. I found 3. I got 3 in change once. But I don't get much change anymore because I don't go to the store like I used to. But yeah, and then I have 20 rolls of dimes, brand new dimes that the teller gave me. Well, I don't want to say gave me. I bought from the teller. You found 5 rolls of. That's crazy. It's just crazy how they come, man. 5 rolls circulated, and the other 45 are. Yeah, you just never know what you're gonna get, man. It's crazy. That's why I'm wondering, like, what are your odds of me getting this 24 box? But I flipped them, and they're all 20. They're all brand new. So, I mean, when I open them, I'll definitely keep an eye at them. But of all the 2024 boxes I've gotten, I know one had 1 circulated coin in it out of all those boxes. 1 circulated coin out of all those boxes. And we're talking, what do we have, 40 some, 50 some boxes? Yeah. That's crazy. You just never know what you're going to get, you know? Heck, we just got 5 proofs out of that first box, and there was a lot of brand new rolls. Brand new. We got another box coming up with a lot of brand new rolls. I mean, when I opened the box up, I really thought it was all brand new, but it's like, oh no, there's an old one. Very few old ones. Yeah, it's the Mayflower quarter. That's what it's called. I'm assuming the second design was the Revolutionary War. I believe that's what it says on the reverse. Revolutionary War on it. It's got Washington facing left. Younger Washington, we'll call it. Facing, he's like, I don't want to say standing, but the bust facing left. Those are the only 2 designs I've seen so far. So I'm just hoping, we get a, 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to hope, let's see, we're in July, we'll say August, we'll say September. Hopefully by October. I think we got a bent coin here. Is that bent? Yeah, that is actually a little bent. We're not going to throw that in there. There's a little bend to it. Believe it or not, I'm hoping by July, August. I'm hoping by September, by the end of August, that we're going to start seeing some of those quarters, the independence quarters, whatever you want to call them. I can't think right now. So hopefully find a privy, and hopefully if I do find one, that it's not all beat up. That looks different. I don't think it's a proof or nothing, but it's just got old look to it. No, 2003 though. Got a wider edge on it. Yeah. Half the box, nothing. This box definitely does not look like the first one. I mean, there's a lot of new coins, but not like the first one was. Another thing that's changed too, over 50% of my Loomis boxes have had silver, but it's definitely changing now. Yeah, the coins look much better in hand versus what's looking at a photo. So yeah, that's the one cool part about it. I'm just going to take a guess that the 3rd design is the one that just Found the 1949 Wheatie. Good for you. Oh, you're searching the box now. I thought you already searched it. Good for you. I can't believe some people are still able to get penny boxes, and nobody around here can get one. Banks cannot get them. It's just, oh, you got another one yesterday. Okay. It's amazing how the banks, no credit unions are able to order pennies in this area, period. It makes no sense. That is the part that makes no sense. Another 21. I wonder when Rob's going to open that other quarter box up. See how many privies are in that one. Maybe he could just put the box up for auction instead of opening the box up. Oh, he already opened the box up. That's right. He checked for enders. 18 enders. There's 18 enders in that second box. So, yeah, he did open it up, but he didn't open the rolls up yet. So I wonder, just think if he could put that box up for auction, what he'd get with a box without even hunting it. That would be insane. Can you imagine, like, having that box? Just think about this, Silver Addiction. He had 800. This is great publicity. 815 privy marks out of one box that had 25 enders. That box had 25 enders. The second box has 18 enders. Just because there's only like 7 less than the first box doesn't mean there's not 800 coins in the second box. Just think, he could auction that box off as a whole. Could be 50 coins in it, could be 800 in it. He's not going to film the second box. Why would you not do that? That's just wrong. Just think if you auction that box up. Just think if you went to the bank, got a box for $500, and now somebody's willing to give you over like 200 grand for a box without even opening it rolls up. Would you do it? Would you do it? I think I would. Why not? I wonder if anybody's put any offers in front of him saying, I'll give you 200 grand for that box. Oh my God. Can you imagine picking up a box and saying, here, give me 200 grand for it. And they're happy. Oh, yeah, butthurt. Listen, I'm pretty sure in a year that the coins won't be this expensive, but you gotta strike the iron while it's hot, you know? It's the way it works. Gotta strike the iron while it's hot, man. Just think if you sell the coins for $1,000 a piece, 800 grand. Subtract fees and taxes, yeah. You're gonna clear 500 grand, no problem. Can you imagine a box of quarters yielded me 500,000 after taxes and fees? That'd be pretty cool. But you can't get upset with the person that gets the box because it's not the person's who got the box's fault that somebody didn't do their job correctly at, I don't want to say the mint, but at wherever they got wrapped. So somebody didn't do their job. Let's put it that way. Nobody ever found 800 West Points in a box, and there was 20 million of those coins, you know? We're talking 250,000 coins. And he got almost 1,000 in a box. He's got over 1,000 in 2 boxes, we're going to say. So, yeah, you think about that. 500 average a box. There's only going to be 500 boxes with any of these quarters in. And then how many people are not going to get a chance? A lot. A whole lot. Yeah, I can't blame anybody. I mean, it is what it is. The person that was supposed to I don't want to say it was the mint. It could have went to a facility and said, here's some coins. Mix them in when you wrap them. Mix them up, you know. Pretty sure it was the mint that did it. I mean, they probably went to the Denver Mint, but I would imagine if you're going to spread these things around in 50 states, you got to drop some off in every state, all around different areas, all different locations to get them boxed up, you know? How's everybody going to get a chance? You know they got dumped off in Texas. Yeah. You like the story about the Ring of Death Privy and the gumball machine? What is that? What story is that? What, put them in a gumball machine? No, I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure by next year they won't be $1,000 a piece. But once they get them all out there and they start getting graded, price is going to drop down. So I think he set the price for what, $700 a piece for the really good ones, just to get them out, just get rid of them, you know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's the only problem with being an ender. Getting a ring of death is pretty chance of that happening. Yeah. Down to 5 rolls in this box. Is not looking too happy. It's amazing. I went over 50% of my boxes having silver in them. So these last couple of weeks, only what did we get? We got what did we get last week? We got 6 boxes last week. Only 2 had silver for the Loomis. And now we're, yeah. Oh, he actually did put them in the gumball machine. Good for him. Where's that gumball machine at? I'll buy it from the guy. No. Yeah, the Ring of Death isn't going to be fair very much, but you figure for every coin that gets destroyed, in a sense, it makes the other ones even more valuable because now there's even less nice coins out there. So, yeah. This is not a good box at all. We found nothing. Last roll coming up. 225-1. Can we get lucky? I hope. Yeah, I don't think anybody dumped any silver. I think they dumped more proofs than they did silver in this round. But yeah, gotta get what you get. Wow, that's a boo box. We got a boo box from Loomis. Not good. Not a good day. Didn't even get a proof out of it. All right, number Brinks 3 coming up. I'm happy for him. There's no doubt about it. I'm happy for the guy. I mean, he deserves it. I mean, he's going to help his family out and everything, you know. It's going to make his life a lot easier. So, yeah, any income like that's going to help anybody out a lot easier. So, good for him. You know, he deserves it. So, a lot of people deserve it, though, but he's a great guy. He deserves it. He deserves it. And he's doing a good thing with the way he's going about it. So, yeah. All right. I don't remember which box has the new quarters. Yeah, quarters. New $50 in it, but maybe it's the other one. I didn't mark which one had the 2026 centers, but I'm going to assume it's not this one because they were like on the right when I wrapped them up. I don't see any here, so I'm going to say there's no 2026s in this box. Well, no enders I see anyway. Yeah. See, like right now, I mean, these boxes, this one here is a new ender. That's a new ender. And there's 2 new enders on that I can see on this, but for the most part, these boxes are like super circulated and they're old. They're not new. But there's no silver either. That's what makes me think like they're mine, because mine always dump at Brinks, but I've been dumping a lot of brand new boxes this year. I mean, I'm probably at 40. Just don't quote me on this. I have 40 some on the Loomis side. 2 on there is 46. I got 6 over here. I think that was 50. So we're going to have 50 some boxes of brand new 2024s and 2023s now. Yeah, the 44 is 2024s plus whatever I got for the 2023. So we're over 50 brand new boxes for this year. 50. I've been dumping a lot of new coins. And all my new coins, there's a 2006 from Denver, it looks like. I've been dumping them at Brinks pickup. So I would think if these were mine, I would be seeing a lot more new coins. But no, it hasn't happened. It's always old stuff. That's not silver. Yeah. Happy for Rob. He's going to help a lot of people out. He is helping a lot of people out. So he's not just running and gunning. You know, he's not just taking and leaving. You know, he's passing, doing it right. It's good juju, good karma. Good for him. I don't know why anybody would be mad at him anyways. It's not his fault that he picked up a box that was loaded with quarters. So anybody should be upset with the person that's supposed to mix them in there, but it is what it is. And just think, if he's still getting quarters, he has the opportunity to get more boxes, because there's probably more than 2 boxes loaded with like that. So, yeah. Just think if he got 10 boxes like that over the next month. Yeah. Over 8,000 coins. Could you imagine? Yeah, Early Bird gets the privy. Yeah. I think we'll find silver today. I don't think we're going to find silver today, but you never know. I know we're going to get some 2026s. We got some proofs. We got $1. A lot of new coins. Silver, I don't know. I know we got proofs. And we're going to see what we get, just like always. I mean, the box I'm saving for last actually has a lot of new enders, but there's a lot of heavy rolls. I mean, the other box didn't have heavy rolls. Kind of weird, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, he ran out of tubes. That's a good thing, running out of tubes. So I hope he makes a video. It's going to suck if he doesn't make a video in the second box. Maybe he doesn't want to let people know how many he got to thin the mix out. That's an A, but that's not the normal way. The A we usually get is a 10 of 14. This thing's 12 years old. This thing was 12 years that was marked ago. Almost 12 years. 11.9. Yeah, I know I'm not going to get a new box of coins. I mean, it's rare. I've known that when the West Points were out. Around here, I have no clue why it's so hard to get new boxes. Don't have a problem getting new boxes. I have, though. You want a new box? You won't get it. You don't want a new box? You'll get it. going to be weird to see that 2026s are going to end up in one box. After all this time, I'm finally going to get a bunch of 2026s. You still haven't even got the second quarter design. That's messed up. I know they did mention a bunch of states, but they didn't mention Pennsylvania, so I don't even know if Pennsylvania's got any. So I'm saying it's going to be a crapshoot. If they don't dump them in every state, at least give you a chance. You're never even going to see one, you know? Makes you want to drive out to Texas over there near where Rob lives and hit every bank and beg for quarter boxes. Just think it'll pay for your trip a couple times if you get the box, you know? Think about that. Drive to Texas. Where's he live? Dallas area? What did you say, the Dallas area, I think, Fort Worth? And just start hitting every bank. Hit every bank in the whole area. Beg for quarters. I marked this one as questionable because it almost looked like an ender, but it just had a weird sheen about it. I did actually mark it questionable, and no, it is not silver. Just think about it. I drive, what, 2,000 miles? I don't know how far it is to Texas from here, but pretty far. And just think, if you get one box loaded with that, it pays for your whole trip and some. Why not? See you in Texas. Oh, wow. Guess who's on his way to Texas? Damn, he doesn't have any money, though. Dennis is actually on his way to Texas. I got to call him up and tell him to try to stop somewhere and get a box of quarters. Oh, my God. He's actually on his way to Texas. I don't even remember where to tell you. He's going somewhere. I don't think he's going there, though. Forget where he's going. Damn. I got to call him up now. See where he's at. Send him some money. Yeah. Dennis is actually going to Texas. Damn. Now, he called me from Ohio. Was it yesterday or the day before? Day before. He said, I'm on my way to Texas. What's today? I thought he said he delivered Monday or Tuesday. I got to call him. In Frisco. He's just outside of Dallas. You're back. I didn't even know you left. Where'd you go? Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah, we're in the bottom of the box now. The rainbow. Can you get a pot of gold? Did you find a pot of gold? Leprechaun? You find the leprechaun's gold? Empty. Got it. I need to find a silver would be nice. One silver would be nice right now. I don't think we're going to find a silver today, but we'll find out here in less than 3.5 boxes to go. Yeah, it kind of sucks that I've been doing good all year till now. Silver has dried up. I was actually going to post something like the big boy went by, and it's like the silver train went by, but he didn't drop no silver off. No silver from the silver train. Stormed badly. That's not good. It's amazing the crazy rain events that have been. Here's a 2020 rain events in this country, man. It's just crazy. Crazy, all the flooding. Yeah, it's brutal. Why can't we just have like normal rains, a normal rain, rains for a couple days, just a normal rain. No, it's got to be a major downpour, 3 inches an hour, and everybody's getting flooded out. Billions of dollars worth of damage. It's like, what happened in the normal rain days, There's a dirty coin, not silver. Another 72. Another 72, and there's a 2006 in Philadelphia. Yeah. 225.9. Yeah. Ride to Texas. Take a drive. Try 2,000 miles of Texas. Hit every bank in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The 2005 Philadelphia. We're getting our NIFCs, but we're not looking for those. Just to get a box of privy quarters. That would be cool. Honey, I'll see you in a week. Going to Texas. Can you imagine going to Texas and bringing a couple $1 million worth of coins home with you? Yeah, that'd be cool. See, one thing about quarters, though, quarters are usually in stock, Half dollars is another story. And we know they're out in the area, so... I'm going to say this is not the box with the 2026s in. I'm going to say it's the last box. Man, just one silver would be nice out of one of these boxes right now. It's purple. I can tell you it's purple. It is tickled terrible. Get all these circulated boxes and get nothing out of them. It's just kind of a brutal thing, I guess you could say, but it is what it is. We know we can get silver out of them. It's just few and far between. I'll tell you one thing. That is it. 5 more rolls to go in this possible blue box. That sticker on it or something. Yeah, we know we got a good dump with proofs. I'm just assuming whoever dumped them proofs didn't dump any silver. We definitely did not get a silver dump, and if they did dump it, hopefully it comes in the future. Every time I get boxes like have nothing going on, I'm like, I wonder if we're going to get a sleeper box today. I'm going to say this one is not a sleeper box. Guaranteed. Last two rolls are in our, one's in our hand now. That means the 2026s are going to be in the other box. Last roll in this box. And it does not have a silver that I see. Nope. And another boo box. Boo hoo hoo. Boos are taking over here. That's not good. We'll need a box of tissues here shortly. Old crying. I'm going to save this box for last. Because this is the one I want to save for last because it's got a lot of 226s in it. This box doesn't look too bad. It's got a lot of. Ooh, there's our new one. This will be my first. Well, if I make it that far, this is my first 2026 Ender in a Loomis box. This will be my first 2026. As long as there's none here, it'll be my first 2026 out of a Loomis box, and it's from Philadelphia. So that's pretty cool. We're gonna get a 2026. Just finally starting to come around. That's cool beans there. There's not a lot of new enders in there, but let's see if we can find some 2026s to go with that. Let you know here in a minute. Let you know in a minute. How many 2026s do you think are in this box? I'm going to say one. Just because you have an ender don't mean there's going to be enders, but the odds of getting a 26 are better than finding a silver right now. No. My first 26 in a Loomis box. You're going to see them all the time in the future, but right now, until they get mixed in, there we go. There's actually my first one right there. Beautiful coin. Philadelphia. I like the design. That's an awesome design. That's cool beans. 2026. We're going to get at least two out of here. 2026, boys and girls. Are we going to get silver? That looks silver. I think in roll number 4, we might get a 40% silver coin. That would be so nice. That would be so awesome. Oh, yeah. We're going to get silver. Boom. 1968, 40% Denver. I like it. It's a good box already. All right, everybody. Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. We got silver. Let's hope it's not the last one. I'll take it. All right, we got 1 and 1. Who's going to win? Who is going to win 2026 of the silvers? You know we got 226s right now. That was a cool shocker to see silver. I like it. What's this one? Looks different. Oh, it's a proof. Of course it looks different. It's not as nice as the other one, but it's not bad. We got a proof of 71 San Francisco. That's cool. This box is there's the 125 I saw in Ender. That's from Denver. Cool beans. We got a little bit of everything. Maybe I should have saved this one for last. Cool beans. This one will actually be my second one that I found, if you think about it, if I would have opened it first, but I will take that all day long. I will take that all day long. Knowledge is the only guardian. That's pretty cool. Knowledge is the only guardian. That's awesome. This looks different. No, that's an 89. 89. We're doing good. We got a proof, we got silver, and we got 226s. Can we find something else besides that? We're not going to go away without getting some kind of silver. 225.7. Will it be a lucky 7? Don't know. Let's see it. This looks a little different. No. There's a 22. We got 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Cool beans. First 10 rolls, 226s, a silver, and a proof. Oh, I did weigh a couple 226s, I think, in here, but I didn't mark them because I just, with all the new ones, I didn't mark them because I just figured with all the new coins, it's just going to be heavy. It's like false hope, you know? And then the last box is just loaded with 226s. It goes from 226 all the way up to 226.6. And it just sickens me knowing that 226 is probably going to be all brand new coins. So I did open a 226.4 and it was just all brand, well, one bicentennial, but it looked new. That could be a proof there. Right there. That a proof? No, it's not. 94. That's terrible. Your boxes were skunked too. That's terrible. Try again next week. That's all I say. Gotta try again. That looks different, but it looks more like a NIFC. No, 23. Maybe we should have flipped the box the other way and had the other end we would have got at the end. I hope there's more than one in here. We always hope for more than one, but I'm happy for the one. We are happy for the one. I saw that one. It's a nice, oh, it's got the ring of death, but nice 1972 from Philly. Let's see if it's a DDL. I'm glad it's not, but that was a nice coin. Yeah, it was crazy. Rob having over 1,000 people watching the stream again. Batting more zeros. It's amazing, all the old coins here. See, there's the A we usually get. A nice little rounded A. Get a lot of those. That one that was, oh, there's another 226. I think there was 2 in this box. Oh, this one's actually going to have a silver, almost an ender. It was actually a heavy roll, 226. I like putting my foot in my mouth. This is a good way to do it. You're going to do it. Get it. Oh, look what we got. We got something we're not supposed to have. We got a bicentennial. This would have been great to find last week. We have a bicentennial, 40% silver, a mint set coin. That is crazy. Man, that would have been nice to find that last week, but heck, I'll take it a week short, Shy. Unreal. A 40% business strike, bicentennial, San Francisco. That's going to be hard to beat, bro. Didn't see that coming. Awesome. We got a bicentennial. If you're going to get one, you might as well be that. What's this? Oh, my God. It's a nice 84. That was roll 18. That's awesome. That is awesome. Been a while since we found one, but look at that. Bicentennial, San Francisco, 40% silver, mint set coin. Boom. Boom. Did not see that coming. I'm glad it wasn't an ender. It would have got the ring of death. Roll 18. Can we get back-to-back silvers? I don't know. We can now, I guess. Let's see what happens. I didn't see that coming. Yeah, I didn't mark the rolls either because them 226s just, they're like false hope. False hope. Still on your list, yeah. You keep hunting. I mean, I don't want to say you're going to get it, but you keep hunting. You're going to find a lot of stuff that you haven't even noticed. You won't even know it exists until you find it. I found so much stuff. It's like, what is that? What is that? What is that? Gives you something to research, you know? Just think, they make a proof one. I cannot believe we found a bicentennial 1 week late on 4th of July. But I will take that all day long. Just think if somebody threw that away, what else did they throw away? That's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we're on roll 21, so it makes 22 now. You just never know what you're going to find until you find it. Now that looks like a proof. That looks like a proof. I wonder if we're going to find a commemorative. We haven't found a commemorative in a while. I'm going to do this one first because I think this is normal. There's an 87. That's a nice one, man. That is nice. And what is this? Well, a newer one, 1993. Dude, these are nice. This is from the same dump, so I'm assuming they might have dumped some silver. We just got little scrapes of it. What is this? No, just a 24. This is a really good box. What else are we going to find? You never know what you're going to find until you open it up, but that was crazy. That is crazy cool. Crazy cool. No, that's a 23. I don't know. We just got one not too long ago. It's not good greedy, but I'll take it. I'll take a thin silver. But now that we mentioned it, we won't find it now. It's something you just can't say, think of. It just happens. 225.8. It makes me wonder if these 225.8s are gonna maybe be a 40 in here. It would be nice, but no, I don't see one. Yeah, Grandpa's coins. Great Grandpa's coins. Couple seated, barber, who knows what else. All right, let's hope the second half is just as good as this half, though. Here's roll 26. 225.4. Well, one thing I can tell you is 2 silvers, 2 26s, 3 proofs. Who's going to win now? Who's going to win now? Proofs are in the hunt with it. I got a funny feeling. You would think that the... Nah, it's just a dirty clad, it looks like. Let's see. Yeah, it's a dirty 1988. Unreal. Who's going to win now? Proofs are in the hunt. You didn't even see it coming. Came all the way from the rear. Raining. Another dirty one. 89. Somebody must have had an ugly coin collection they got rid of too. 88 and 89. Makes you wonder what you're going to find next. What you going to find next there? One roll. Roll number 30, a 225-6. 225-6. 225. Like the proofs, 20 rolls to go in this box. This is a pretty good box. Wish this one would have been in the last box. Amazing. You get 2 proofs out of a roll and you can't find much of anything. But heck, look at last week. We pulled 5 proofs out of a roll and that 187. And then there was only 2 other rolls that had 1 proof in it. It's just, you just never know how you're going to get them. Never know what you're going to get until you open up the roll. Most of the time you're going to get nothing. Cool beans. Cool beans. That's a dirty one. Oh, getting away. 1979. Oh, this is crazy. Only 226s so far. A lot of new coins. There's a 2007 from Philadelphia. We're definitely getting our share of NIFCs today. There's no doubt about that. Silverman 92, how we doing? More coins there. Hey, okay. Will we find anything else in this box? I hope so. I thought we would find more than 226s in here now, but have not appeared. Yeah, 225-7. You think it's a lucky 7? Let's find out. Nope, there's only one new coin that I see, and it is a 24. 25-3. There's another 25 ender. I've only seen 325 so far today. They're like few and far between with these 25s. Roll number 40 already. There's a 25. All right, last 10 rolls. 225-8 is the heaviest. Don't see anything jumping out at me. 83, got its FC, nothing happened with that. 224-8. Yeah, most of the coins I got this week were, a lot of them were very few in the 224 range. I was hoping for more 26s. Still nothing else happening here. We've only got a few rolls left. 1001 don't count. 7 rolls. Think somebody was chewing on that one? I don't know, maybe. Somebody chewed on that one. The machine will not like that one at all. Another 25. Crazy. Yeah, what worries me is this box is going to be nothing like the last box. The last box is going to be loaded with new ones. So, yeah, 5 rolls to go. I don't know what we're going to find. But I really do believe that with these proofs, and even though the first box that was loaded with new ones, I think it's the same dump. It's just the way they came. So we found silver, we found proofs, some bicentennial, and set coin. Like the proofs might win. We got 3 rolls to go on this one. Didn't see that. I thought it was going to be silver or 26s. It looks like the proofs came in. Wait, this is, oh my God, this is actually a proof ender. Didn't even notice it. I see it now. Looks like the proofs are going to really put it out of reach now. 72 to go with that. Crazy. That was an ender and I missed it. I missed it. Ender. 2 rolls to go. Can we get a lucky 7? 2 rolls to go. A dirty coin. Yeah. They almost look like they could be proof, maybe. They just look like older. That one on, yeah, that looks like it could be a proof. I think this is a proof. Oh, yeah. Proofs are going way out. They're going to win this one. An 81 to go with that. And I think this is a proof. No. Wow, it's a nice 86. Unreal. 2005. That's a good roll. 2005. Crazy. I think the proofs are going to win. It's going to be 5-2. Last roll, 225. Last roll in this box, I guess you could say. Yeah, proofs are going to win. I cannot believe we got 2 brand new coins in the beginning and we didn't get another one. That was Baboo. Baboo. That was a good box. That was awesome. We ended up getting 5 proofs, glad proofs. A little scratchy there, but man, that is crazy cool. These are nice, man. These are very nice. So we got 5 proofs. We ended up getting 2 Philadelphia 2026s finally. One was an ender, and that was it, 2. We ended up getting 2 silver, 68D, and we did get a mint set coin. Bicentennial Business Strike, San Francisco, 40% over. Cool beans. That's going to be hard. But we got 2 boxes. That was a really good box. 2 silvers, 5 proofs, right? 5 proofs. Yeah, that's crazy. 5 proofs. That was awesome. Awesome. That was a really good box. Let's see if Frank can pull something off a rabbit out of its hat. Right out of its box. And I know this one's got 26s in it because I know it does. Where are they at? Somewhere in this. There's one. 26. 26. There's another one. The other one's over here somewhere. 26. And I think there's one on the other side too. There's at least 3 26s in this. So I'm going to say there's a lot of 26s in this one. We're going to see what we get. So we're definitely going to get something out of here. 26s. 26s. 25.7. Let's see what we get out of this box. See if we can get something yummy. Brinks have been full of 26s. Yeah, this will be like, first 26 I got was out of a Brinks box, and that was like don't quote me, it's like 3-4 months ago, and we're finally going to get a 26 out of another Brinks box after all this time. And those are the first Loomis 26s I've seen. So I mean, we're going to start seeing them on a regular basis, but right now there's not a lot right now being. I think a lot of people are hoarding them, I guess you could say, like they did the bicentennial. There's one. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get all Philadelphias. I think this one's going to be loaded with them. Yeah, I say that. Watch there only be like 5 in it. we got 3 enders. I think 4 enders, I believe. I think there's one on the other side. When I originally opened the box, there was one, but when I flip them, then they're facing the other way. You haven't seen any yet. There's another one. I think it's so cool, man. It's a beautiful design for both sides. Knowledge is the only guardian. That is cool. Oh, I'm sorry. It's knowledge is the only true guardian, only guardian of true liberty. I'm sorry, I never finished it. I thought there was more to it, but that is cool. I like that. That is cool beans. I didn't finish it. I thought there was more to it, but I just too thick-headed to see it. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool design, very good saying. I like it. I'm just assuming people are hoarding them. I'm going to say, oh, I figured that was going to be one. Nice. There we go. There's another one. Yeah, I'm assuming they're all going to be Philadelphia mint. I don't know when it's going to be when I get a Denver minted one. But I'm assuming sooner or later we'll get some. So yeah, this box is going to be loaded with them. Well, I don't want to say loaded, but compared to the other one, it's going to be loaded. That's a nice 81. There's the other end that was on the bottom. That's the one that was on the bottom. Cool beans, Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Well, how'd you make out with the nickel box then? They just look different. No, they look the same. They look a little different for some reason. A little thin right now. I'm assuming you didn't hunt it yet. 2, 4, 5. We'll put them in rows of 5. We should hunt that one. Maybe there's some buffaloes in there. Man, I seen that dirty coin. I was hoping it was going to be a dirty silver, but now 1 year off. Nope, not a dirty 71 silver. Boo. I would love to see a 71 silver. I just wonder what else somebody threw away with these dump. If they threw that bicentennial away, I can imagine what's out there to get. But I'm happy to have it, though. Anything that you're not supposed to have, I'm happy to have it. Happy to have it. Yep. I'm not going to show them all, but I'm just looking to see if there's going to be a Denver. I doubt it, but they're all going to be Philadelphia. It's going to be all Philadelphias. Well, of course. Closer to Philadelphia than I am Denver. I know Rick in Ohio, he's just been getting brand new boxes of Philadelphia 26s. Philadelphia, young fella. Philadelphia. So this will definitely be the most 2026s I've found in a box. We still got 3 enders. See, this one looks wider. Yep, that one looks wider. Philadelphia. Trying to see if there's anything different about them. There shouldn't be, but it don't matter. Even the 24s, 23s, you always see ones that look kind of like proofish. Wide, but they're not. Some of them just get struck differently. Philadelphia. Oh, number 15. Nope, 24. Just can't believe it's been like 3+ months since I've gotten the 2026 out of a box, and now finally starting to get some. This one looks nice. That's a 2006. Definitely got our share of NIFCs today. There's no doubt about that. This one's going to have a new one in it. I just know it. No. All them new edges and no 26s. 24s. Yeah, I think this is going to make 78 Brinks boxes. Huntable Brinks boxes. Because 2 of them were actually 2024s. So I would have been at 80 boxes. But this makes 78. So I was hoping by box 80 that we would have gotten another good box. But that's a 25. I think that's the first 25 I've gotten out of a Brinks box. Well, I can tell you right now, I didn't dump these coins because these are my first 2026s. So yeah, I know I didn't dump any 2026s yet. So I know we're getting all new stuff in that aspect. Just need some silver to go with it now. That would be awesome. Nope. You're in North Carolina. You haven't seen a 2026 yet. I haven't seen a quarter in my change or a nickel. I've only seen the dime. And the only nickel I've seen was in a customer wrap that I got. And then the quarters, I finally got boxes of quarters, and I finally seen a couple of the Mayflower and that next one. I'm assuming it's called Revolutionary War. I'm not sure what it's actually called, but I think that's what it says on the reverse. It's the only thing I've seen so far. I don't go out to the store like every other day like I used to do. So I think we're going to see one. Oh, I thought I was going to see one right there. With a wide edge. But yeah, it's amazing. I mean, we're in July. You'd think you would be seeing this stuff like all over the place, but you're not. Why? And you think for the 250th anniversary of the country that they would have got these coins out more, I guess you could say. That's 25 rolls. Halfway done. We got 3 enders coming up, at least 3 more. There won't be one in there unless that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, I mean, by the end of the year, beginning of next year, you start seeing a lot more. But right now, you're not seeing it. Why? You know? I know there's a lot of people hoarding the stuff and selling it online, but they're not selling millions of coins or hundreds of millions of coins that they're minting, you know? So, you'd think you would see it out more. Is it because we're using less change that you're not seeing it as much? I don't know. Well, you think the mint would be pushing them out to, we'll call it the carrier, to say, here, put these out first so they get out in circulation, you know? It's not happening. I mean, it's obviously the privy quarters got dumped out that way, but where's the other stuff at? It's just questionable where it's at. See, there's a nice wide 2001 Denver. Crazy. There's a 2009 from Philadelphia. So not that IFC's in here, I'll tell you that. I think every box has had some. So. I'm hoping by next week when I get the Brinks boxes that I see some a silver ender, I guess, but can't go by the first 40 boxes and say, hey, it took me 40 boxes to get a silver ender. Philadelphia. We're just going to keep doing our experiment, see how we do. I mean, we know that we can get silver in these. At first, I thought there was no silver in Brinks anymore, but we did get silver out of 5 boxes. One had 16. That looks awfully wide, yeah. Philadelphia. And a 25 Denver. There's a 25 Denver. Yeah. When are you going to hunt the nickel box? You going to hunt it today or you saving it for a rainy? Oh, it is raining. Do it. There's a 25 Philadelphia. Today's the day. Yeah. Well, somebody said that one of the boxes in North Carolina, I believe that's what they said. One of the boxes in North Carolina that Rob was talking about had a lot of privies in it. And I guess that guy was communicating with Rob, telling him let's not dump them out into the world and drop the price down. Do it slowly. People get them coins, they're going to dump them. They're going to try to get rid of them. They're not going to keep them. They're going to try to get rid of them for as much money as you can get them for them right now because this is the time to sell them. If you're going to get $2,000 a piece for them, you're not going to get it in 2 or 3 months, I don't think. That makes 15, 20, 26s from Philadelphia. Here comes another one. These are so cool looking, man. I love these. These are just so cool. I mean, it's different than looking at Kennedy, but it's just the design is really, they did a really good job, you know. Really good job. They should make different designs. This one looks pretty wide. Yeah. They seem to be a little wider for some reason. They just look that way. This one looks a little wide, yeah. I'm not saying they're all going to look a little wide, but those two look wider than the other one. We got 13 rolls to go yet. We're going to see what's in that last box. know I didn't dump these coins. Well, the 26s I didn't dump. I can tell you that because I haven't had any to dump. Pretty sure it's going to be commonplace here in the future, but right now it's all new to me and I like it. I'm happy to get some finally. Happy to get them finally. Got 20 now. Roll number 40. Ten rolls to go in the drinks box. Did pretty good. We got 20 new ones. We still got 2 enders. We're doing good. How many more penny rolls you got to do? Philadelphia. 12. And you've only found 1 wheat penny out of those 38 rolls? That's a tough box. Only 2 wheats. Wow. That's going to be worse. What do you get? What, 4 or 5 out of the other one? Right now, you're just wishing you had that 4 or 5 right now. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. Next roll, I have that 26 ender. I was really hoping with all the proofs that we got that we would have found the commemorative by now, but not yet. Philadelphia. Six rolls and we have an ender. Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Which one is that? There's a Philadelphia. I love it. There's a dirty coin. Is it dirty silver? No, 2 years off. 5 rolls to go. Brinks 225.7. Will it be a lucky 7? Yeah. That almost looks like a silk, but it's not. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to get more quarter boxes every week, but I'm just like overdoing it right now with what I'm getting, so I got to just stop and just get 4 boxes a week because I still have to get rid of 3 boxes from the week before. I got to get rid of these boxes. So between work and everything that goes on at home, yeah, it's hard to find time. Once winter comes, I'll have more time in the winter time. You always seem to have more time in the winter. Yeah. 2 rolls to go. The last roll has a 26 ender. Seems like most of them were 23 that went with these. A couple 24s and a 25, but other than that, all these 26s just seem to follow 23s, or 23s follow them. We got 1 ender. Philadelphia. They're all Philadelphia. We can get 1 more. What is that? 2009. No, we ended up getting 24 26s out of that box. That was a good box for that. So yeah, cool beans. All Philadelphias. I know there's only 26s, but they're my first bunch of 26s. That's awesome. A little over a roll. They're all from Philadelphia, so now I just got to get some Denvers now. I love it, man. I just love them. In hand is so much better than watching them, looking at a photo. Very cool. I like it. They did a good job. All right, last box. A lot of new ones. That's all I can tell you. Yeah. I was hoping when I saw the word no silver on the boxes that they were going to be circulated. And these are, barely. Only 2 boxes from this bank had no silver written on them, and one was all brand new, 2024s. And this one is, I'm going to say 90% full of new ones. So, yeah, this box is just gleaming with new. When you first open it up, it looks like all new, but there's not. One old one, one old one, 1 and 2 old ones. There are not many old enders. There's one in here that weighs 226.6. But I think it's all going to be new. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. 225.7. There's a lot of them that weigh 226 something because there's just so many new coins. Yeah. And I got to watch that there aren't 2026s in here either. So don't think there'll be, but you just never know. So I want to make sure. There's a lot of new ones in here. I don't think we're going to find anything in here. I'm hoping to find at least proofs. Maybe some 26s. I did open a roll up in this when it was 226.4 just to see. It might have had silver, but no, they were all new ones except one. I replaced it with another roll, but that roll was brand new 2023. So, yeah. This way I didn't mess up my amount. Hey, Dan, how you doing? How are you doing? Are you going to try to get quarter boxes? All brand new. I'm doing good. I'm doing good for a Saturday. I was just wondering if you're going to try to get the quarter boxes and try to find the privy. I know I am, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep getting quarter boxes until I can't get them no more. I want to find one. I hope I can find one. I mean, 250,000 and they're going like wildfire then, yeah. I don't think there's going to be a 26 in here for some reason, but I'm going to check. There's a 226. 250,000. Rob found over 1,000, we'll say. And that is only 249,000 left. See how fast they're going? Yeah, you never know. You become a millionaire if you get the right couple boxes at the rate they're going. $25.8. I did find a silver. I found the silver and 2 W's out of 5 of the boxes that I've hunted so far. Apparently they're worth anywhere from $400 up to $2,000. Depends on who you find to buy it from you, I guess. Yeah. Rob's got his better ones on his site, I think $6.99 a piece. Yeah. It's a 6.264. 226.4. Oh wait, there's actually a couple of All I'm seeing is 24s mixed. This is all I'm seeing is 24s mixed in here. Yeah, there's a lot of 225. There's 226. There's a lot of 225 8s, 9, 6, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. I'm going to say these are all 2024s. I don't think we're going to find a 26 in this bunch. I can tell you that. Brutal. There's the heaviest one, 226.6. And this actually has one new ender and one old ender. That's why I'm hoping there's a silver in here. I hope. 226.6 and no silver. Man, that hurts. And there's a lot of old ones in there too. That just sucks. Sucks. I was really hoping for a silver in this. And I thought it was going to be loaded with new ones, and it was not even loaded with new ones. Boo. That's only the second time I've ever got skunked at 226.6 in my area. And it's because of them new ones. There's some 23s mixed in with the old ones. These are circulated boxes. I did get one new box this week. 2024s. This box here is loaded with new ones, but I was just hoping maybe there'd be a silver mixed in, but right now my 226.6 was not happy about it. I'm hoping there might be a proof in this one too, but right now it's not happening. I'm pretty sure there's a whole bunch out there yet. They're out there. You just got to try. The lady at the bank, I asked her if she had a box of quarters to make up for the box of half she didn't order. She says, no, I don't. She said, you're looking for them? I'm like, yeah. She said, you won't find that. I said, you got to try. You're not going to find it if you don't try. So, you're not going to find it. I'm going to try. I might not find one, but at least I'm going to try. I am definitely going to try. By the time I find one, it may not be worth a lot of money, but it's not about that. I'd be happy to have one. I wouldn't even sell it. If I found one, it's for me, for my collection. It's not about the money, man. Just to find one would be cool. I mean, one of 250,000. I think that's the least minute coin this country has minted in like forever. What was the last time they minted something under 250,000? Yeah. No, that's 25 rolls. I don't think we're going to find anything in this box, but I'm just hoping something is going to pop out. Something's going to pop out, hopefully, when you least expect it, you know? I don't think we're going to find any 26s in it, but yeah, a lot of 226 ones all the way up. But it's amazing how one box will weigh so much heavier than another box that's loaded with coins, new coins. You know, it's weird. First box I did was a lot of. Yeah, I know there was 2 million per design, and that makes 20 million coins because there was 5 designs for each year, and the W's are still out there. But when you're talking 250,000 coins, and Rob, like someone like Rob's getting over 1,000 out of 2 boxes. it just really thins out the mix. So it's going to be really hard. And what is the Fed doing about getting them in all the areas? You know, how do you get 250,000 coins? I mean, where do you dump them? Who do you give them to? So say you have 250,000 coins, you take 1,000 or 500. Well, you know there's more than 1,000 were dumped at Rob's thing. So say there was 1,000 coins given to 250,000 or 250 different areas, but that's not a lot. How do you do it? How do you spread it around? Yeah. $250,000 coins. How do you spread them around so that everybody has a chance? It's hard, very hard. Very hard. I feel like doing a box of quarters just for the funsies of it real quick. But we had a good day. We ended up getting the 26s. We got proofs. We got a dollar coin. We ended up getting 2 silver coins. Dennis is on his way to Texas. I just remembered that because that's where Rob's at. So I'm going to call Dennis up later today and see what we can do about him stopping at the bank somewhere and maybe grabbing a box of quarters, hopefully, from somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's going to be any 26s in this box. I really don't. It's only our second roll with all new ones in it. I was really hoping that 226.6 was going to have a silver in it, but that was just not happening. Somebody said that Philadelphia is the one that minted them. I asked somebody and they said Philadelphia, and I think it was Rick. You would think there would be some in my area, you know, but somebody said there wasn't still dumped here yet. I don't know. 10 rolls to go. I was hoping to at least find some proofs in here, but there is nothing. A lot of new coins, a lot of 24s from Philadelphia. You gotta try. If you don't try, you're not gonna find it. I'm gonna try. I'm pretty sure me trying getting these quarter boxes, I'm gonna find silver. I'm gonna find West Points. Hopefully find one of the varieties I'm looking for. One of these days I'll find that bicentennial. I hope. But not yet. High leaf and low leaf, that would be cool. MP. Yeah, we got lucky and got some yummies today. We did better than I thought I was going to do, I can tell you that. 5 rolls to go. Yeah, I talked to him, what was it yesterday, the day before I talked to him. He said he was in Ohio and he was working his way to Texas. So. He's supposed to deliver there Monday or Tuesday. I forget what he said. So it's just... Yeah, this was a rough box. I was really hoping there was going to be something in it, but not happening. 53, that's number 3. Oh my God. That is another tough box, but you're doing good. You're finding something. That's it. Who wants to do a quarter box? Anybody want to do a quarter box? That is it for that boo box. That is that boo box. I was really hoping there was going to be something in there, believe it or not, but no. That was a boo box. Anybody want to play with quarters? I could do a quick quarter box. I could try to hunt it fast. But if not, we'll just end it here. Whew, getting warm. Yeah. All right, I'll do a quarter box. I'll do one quarter box. I'm just gonna try to hunt it fast because the way I was doing it. So we're gonna see what we can do. So hold on 1 second. I'll be back. Hold on. Well, this is what I'm going to do real quick. Hey, Martin, how you doing? This is what we're going to do real quick. This is what we're going to do. Hold on. We're going to... Ta-da! 1 box of quarters. Now I'm going to weigh them all before I do it because I need to make sure that they're all here or if there are extra ones. So roll of quarters weigh somewhere between high 226 all the way to 228 chains. So I don't know if there's a silver. I'm just making sure they're all here. So when I dump them in the bucket that I know how many's there. So I have to weigh them quick. And if there's an extra coin, it's usually 233 something. I wish these were $half rolls that weigh 227 nines and stuff. I'd be jumping in. I'd be so excited. Oh, I see Chris Halftime put a video up. Apparently he's got a really good box. This is his best fed box ever. So I can't wait to see what he got out of that box. 226.8. That's a 226.8. I'm going to set that aside just to make sure that they're all there. Because the last time I had one was 226 something. They were all there. I just want to make sure. I'm not used to doing quarters and weighing them. I'm used to just hunting them. I never thought of weighing them before, but it's the way I'm doing it. So I'm just going to make sure they're all here first. So we're going to weigh them up real quick. That's what we're going to do. We're weighing them up real quick. 220. Just want to make sure they're all here. Last box I weighed, I think there was 2 extra or 1 extra. Only one weighed 226.8, so the other ones all weighed 227 something and 228 something. Okay, they're all there. Let's see. All I'm going to be looking for is a few different varieties, West Points and silver. I know we're not going to find the one with the privy on it, but who knows? We might have got lucky already, but I doubt it. I'm pretty sure all these quarters are. My goal is to try to hunt them since I'm not doing it over the. So our goal is to I'm just looking for specific ones. And then this way here. I usually just hunt them over the bucket. So I'm just looking for West Point, the Bicentennial, Denver, PDO, Rodney, double Rodney. I forget, I'm looking for the high leaf, low leaf. That's Philadelphia. Hey, Dick and Dave, how you doing, brother? Have you found the privy quarter yet? Everybody's looking. I know you got to be looking too. So yeah, I've only found a couple of the quarter designs. The Mayflower and the. I'm going to figure out what it is here shortly. Yeah, West Points are few and far between right now, but I did find 2 out of the last 5 boxes and 1 silver. So I don't think it matters where you are when it comes. Even Dave is having a hard time getting silver. He's only good with the dimes. He's a silver dime hound. So yeah, it would be cool to open a box of quarters up and see a bunch of enders, and you know you got yourself a dump. It's kind of weird how quarters don't get dumped like half-dollar dumps, you know. We find so many different half-dollar dumps, it's crazy. Someone commented on my channel asking. Oh, you did good, though. I mean, it's going to be hard to find. I mean, we're trying to figure out how they're going to distribute 250,000 coins across the United States, especially when somebody's dumping, 800-900 in a box. You know, it's so how do you distribute in 50 states 250,000 coins? So yeah, I'm just going to do a box quick. Well, I know I'm not going to find the privy in these because these boxes are all pretty circulated, but hey, you never know. I'm pretty sure since they just divvied them out, it's going to be, I'm going to say a month or so till you start seeing them in like boxes like these, but I'm just getting warmed up so I can get them. See, I'm only looking for the Bicentennial. David's found a few of those Denver mint marks. Would love to find one. The DDO and the Bicentennial, or not the Bicentennial, yeah, Bicentennial quarter. So yeah. Now the only one I've seen so far is the Mayflower, and I believe it's the next one. I believe it's called the Revolutionary War. I don't know what it's called, but That's what it says on the back. So I didn't actually go in to look. I will when I get a, whoops. So yeah. Yeah, halftime, he just posted a video. It looks like he had a really good box of halves. Can't wait to see it. I'm going to enjoy watching that. So yeah. We were supposed to open that roll up that weighed 226 and change and make sure it was all there. Now, what did I do? I opened it up and just went through them and forgot. Here's one right now. Here's a Mayflower right now. Here's one of the Mayflowers, the Mayflower design. I think it looks better in hand than it does in a photo. So, yeah, I think it's a pretty good design. I like it, actually. What do they call this? They call this Mayflower Compact. Why do they call it a Mayflower Compact? This is actually a Denver minted. This is actually from Denver. Why do they call it a compact? It's either the Mayflower or it's not. I think it looks pretty cool in hand. I like it. I think it looks pretty cool. It's not Rob's fault, though. It's not his fault. That'd be like you getting a box with a 800 or 1,000 in it. It's not your fault. It's the guy at the wherever was supposed to mix them, and they give everybody a chance. Somebody didn't do their job. I mean, the West Points, they did a good job at doing it with the West Points. But here you got 250,000 coins, and somebody says, nah, just throw them in there. Who cares? They'll get out there. Let's go have a beer. Yeah, I hear Shelly's new girl working here. You know, something like that. Somebody didn't do their job. That's who you should be upset with. Not his fault. Happy for him, and he's spreading the wealth, so you can't argue with that. I think he's going to be a lot more than that, but no sense going that high. But I guarantee he's going to have at least 400 grand after all fees. I wonder what's going to be in the second box. I don't even know if he's going to tell us. Somebody said he's not even going to do a video on it. That would be unfair. Wham! You've got a wham. Good for you, bro. Wide AM. Which year? Wham! Cool beans. That was better than finding a Wheatie. Yeah, Rob does a lot of work. So he's not just taking and running. He's giving away. So he's going to do good with it. Yeah, I feel just in the one box, even with both boxes, going to have at least 400,000 clear after taxes and everything. At least. Right now, I'm going to do what I'm doing here with these, and I hope between now and hopefully the end of the year, I find one. I doubt if I'll ever find one, but I am going to try. I'd be tickled pink. I would be tickled pink right now. So, yeah. I'm not sure. Is that July 4th Privy coin? Is that the third design released this year? Because apparently there's supposed to be 5 designs. Is that the third design or fourth design? Because right now, out of these quarters, I've only seen the Mayflower and the Revolutionary War one. This is the third design, so there's 2 more to go yet. So it's kind of weird. I mean, for all the quarters that are supposed to be out there, you'd think you would see more of the design. I mean, you think for the 250th year anniversary, they're going to make hundreds and hundreds of millions of these things. Each design, I don't know how much it's going to make in each design, but I would imagine a lot. to get them out there into people's hands, you know. So right now, just hunting these quarters here. I mean, this is, you figure from since the beginning of the year for the Mayflower compact that I've only seen, I don't know, maybe 5 in a box. In the Revolutionary War, I've seen, I think one or two that I can remember. So yeah, I'm gonna try. I mean, I may never get one, but you know what? I'm at least gonna try. So yeah. So right now, I'm just looking for the Bicentennial, Denver, GDO, Rodney over Rodney. What's the other one? I mean, look at this coin here. There's a cactus. It's 2008. How nice it is. It looks like it just got minted yesterday. Do we have the extra cactus? Probably. No extra cactus for you. But yeah, you see some really nice, even the 2019s and 2020s. I mean, every now and then you'll see a super brilliant coin. I hope I get a West Point that's super brilliant. I mean, anything's possible. Yeah. Anything is possible. Dave, how often do you get like brand new boxes of like dimes, nickels, pennies, quarters? I know we get halves, but how often do you get brand new boxes? And what, you're in Illinois, I believe. Around here, it is a rare sight to get brand new boxes. And I know that's a fact ever since trying to get the West Point quarters. They're out there. See, there's a Rodney on this Delaware. I forget what I just look at either one. It's hard for me to see the mint mark on them, so I just look at all of them. I look at all of them. Look for that double Rodney. Looking for the, what's the guy's name? I can't think of it right now. I can picture it, but I can't think of it. Oh, the guy with the piano. Yeah. They're out there. I mean, well, the state quarters, for one thing, people collect them and then they decide they want to dump them. So, yeah. Yeah, pretty much what you're going to see me doing here is just this here. There's not going to be much show and tell because quarters are tough. Be nice to see a silver. I didn't weigh to see if this Weird Farm is like one of the hardest designs to see around here. That and San Antonio Missions is tough. There's another one there. Is this Philadelphia or is this Denver? Denver. That's a Denver. What are your odds? 2 Denvers. The Denver compacts are in the area. So, yeah. There's not much to do in the quarters. You're hoping to find a West Point silver or one of the varieties that anybody might be looking for. So if you're looking for certain varieties, it takes a while. I mean, a lot of nice quarter. I mean, if you're going to start any collection, it doesn't matter what denomination you're going to do. There's a lot of nice coins out there to be found. You know, you find a coin like this. I know it's hard to see the quarters, but this one's in rough shape. I would hate to see that be a West Point because it's like rough. But you're going to find it whichever shape it's in. Because they were just dumped into circulation. There were no mint sets or anything. They were just dumped into circulation, just like these privies. Just dumped them in circulation. What if somebody like dumped those privy quarters in their area and said, I'm just going to dump them all. I'm going to go to the banks because I know where they're going. I don't think anybody knows where the boxes are going to be distributed to, you know? And they're going to go out and look for them. I'm pretty sure if you're a Mint employee, it's going to be a little tough not to get in trouble. Another Mayflower. It's the only one I've seen so far. I mean, there are not that many. Still haven't seen a Denver bicentennial yet. Mostly Philly. There it is. Oh, what's this guy's name? I can't think of it. Duke Ellington. We're looking for the doubling on the Duke Ellington on the piano. That would be so cool to find. There's other varieties I look for, but doing this many, I just go for the ones I really want to find. So, and then high leaf, low leaf. That's about it. You know, pennies are actually not pennies, but nickels are like more. They're really rewarding because there's so much to find in the nickels. There's a lot to find in the quarters. So many varieties. You got the die chips and all that stuff, and a whole lot of them. But I'm looking for that. There's money in all this stuff to be made if you really want to go that far. But I don't really do it for the money. I just do it for the fun. I like finding certain things. Finding it is more valuable to me than the value of what it's worth. It'd be like finding a privy quarter. That'd be so cool. I wouldn't want to sell it. I want to keep it. I'd be so happy to find one, you know? So we're going to see if we can find one. I don't think we're going to find one anytime soon. I figure if I could start seeing hopefully that design by July, what did I say, August, September, hopefully by October. Hopefully you start seeing that by October. Hopefully sooner, but I feel being realistic, October, you know. So yeah. We found 2 of them. That's pretty cool. I've only ever found the little chips, you know. I never find the extremes yet. I have not found an extreme one. I know they're worth a couple bucks. But yeah, I only ever find a little tiny, the start of the die deterioration, I guess you could call it. The leaky bucket, I've only ever found one of those. I found plenty of the snow on the roof. The snow's like all different locations on that roof, you know. I never found anything super extreme, you know. I think extreme would be the best to find. Same way with the cactus. There's like, I don't want to say they're a dime a dozen. It's like you say it and then you start looking for one and you can't find one with a die chip at the cactus, you know. But there's so many of them. Oh, a West Point. We got one. We got one already. I don't know what roll we're on, but we just got started. But we have a West Point. We have a West Point. Tall Grass Prairie 2020 design. Cool beans. I know it's going to be hard to see it on this, but oops, sorry. Once I get my gloves off, you'll see it better. But there's a West Point 2020 Tall Grass Prairie. Cool, we got one already. I'm happy. The last one I found was like in the last couple rolls. We got one. Can we find back to back? That would be cool. We're still out there. There's a weird farm, another weird farm. I don't see too many weird farms. Cool beans. That's what I say too. Cool beans. That's my 3rd West Point out of, this will be This will be box number 6. There's another bicentennial. Still no D. Not seeing a D yet. That was a shocker. I'm happy with that. It's a good box. My glove is not lasting doing the quarters. But yeah, we're going to keep our hands from trying to get all blackened up here. But yeah. Yeah, you think we could get a silver? That'd be cool. Yeah, those 4 Brinks boxes I did, man, they were, oh my God. They were tough. Did find 1 West Point in the last box. Happened to be the coin I dropped in the bucket, but happened to see where it hit. So I got lucky to get that out. I would have got nothing. That is cool beans. Yeah, when it came to the West Points, I was more interested in trying to get a new box versus just getting boxes. Now that you get boxes, it's like, but with the halves and then getting more to do, I mean, I had nothing better to do. That'd be one thing. But I mean, when we just started doing this, it was like COVID. You got a lot of time on your hands. But once we all started getting back to work and doing our normal thing, we just ran out of time. So I can't overload myself with stuff. Sometimes I feel like I need to stop. Well, I'll get rid of all my stuff, and then I end up getting more stuff. So I think I might be getting, if I'm going to keep getting quarter boxes, I think I might have to cut back on the half boxes. I don't know. We'll see. Has that got a Denver? Look at that, another one. No Denver. There was no Denvers today. So yeah. Cool bean, number 5. You still ain't done with them pennies yet? We had 12 rolls to go like an hour ago. Must be a slow, steady grind there. Oh, man. I want to see what's in them nickels. Buffalo silver, the nickel. That'd be cool. That's one nice thing about nickels. Nickels is a good denomination. If you can't get pennies anymore, nickels is pretty good because there's just so much to find in them, you know. One more. Do it. Yeah, there's so many die chips and everything to look for in these quarters. It seems like every time a quarter comes out, somebody's finding something wrong with them. Can't they just leave it alone? It's a quarter, man. Anything to make a buck. There's another weird farm. I would love to get a West Point. That's 3 or 4 I've seen now. Today was a good day. I mean, we got silver, we got some 26s, we got $1. We got a West Point now. Oh my God, look at that one's all chewed up. Put that one aside. The machine don't like ones that are pretty chewed in. Dave knows all about that. Another weird farm. Man, I'm just hoping I see still another Philadelphia. I would love to see a West Point weird farm right now. That would be cool. And I have found the extra branch on the South Carolina, but when I see there's some nice quarters been floating around, I'm going to check those when I see the real nice ones now. I finally did find the extra branch. I mean, it's only worth a couple dollars, but it's the idea. I found it. I was happy to find it. Now I want to find the nicer version of it. So that would be cool to get like a super mint state. That's like just minted look. So that's what we're going to do. So many quarter designs, it's crazy. And they're still not done yet. We got 3 more coming, 2 more coming out this year yet. So many different. Here's another South Carolina. I don't remember what mint it is. I just look at them real quick. It's faster just to look. So if I see a quarter of something I normally look at That is in nice shape. I will look at. Other than that, I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing. So, yeah. Do whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy. Sometimes I'd rather find a coin if you're looking for, you're going to get one. I'd rather find it near the end versus the beginning. Still no Denver bicentennial. Can you believe that? There's two of them back to back. No Denver yet. That is just weird. The back quarter. That's a Denver. Almost thought it was a nope. Denver. Denver. Full bean. Yeah, I don't know how Rob does this, like probably day in and day out. I do it once a week or twice a week. I'm good. Ain't no way I could do this every day. Hunting coins every day? That's a lot of work, buddy. And making videos. Yeah. Still another bicentennial and still another Philadelphia. Trying to get away. I told you, every now and then I drop one. What are your odds that the one that you drop is the one you're looking for? Yeah, it's a full-time job. Oh, he quit his, yeah. He quit it. There's another one. He quit his real job, and then we're going to make a go out of it and see how it worked out. So I don't think he's ever going to go back to a full-time job. He's doing very well with what he's doing. So, and after hitting those privies, yeah, he definitely ain't going back to work a real job. He ain't never going back. Just think, he's going to go get more boxes of quarters than you watch. He's going to get more boxes than you watch. Ain't no way those are the only boxes loaded with those privies, you know. It is what it is. At least he's going to spread the wealth. I can't wait till he gets his graded ones back. I just really want to see what kind of grades he's going to get. Finding them right off real early, getting the nicest ones out. Think you get a 68? Well, definitely aren't going to get a 70 or probably a 69, but will he get a 68? I think he will. Why not? Just think if you have like the only 68. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more, but what are your odds? Circulated coin, minted, dumped in a bunch of other coins, no care taken whatsoever. That would be cool. Sometimes it's hard to see the mint mark when they're all messed up. Another Mayflower, but that's it. And that's the only thing I've seen so far is the Mayflower. I mean, here we are in July. You should be seeing more of those other ones too, but That's insane, though, just to think, like, what is up? They're all Philadelphia. Somebody ate all the Denvers. Apparently. I can't believe I only found one Canadian so far, too. One Canadian, one nickel. That's so far the only thing I've seen in the quarter boxes that I've run. I'm pretty sure over time we're going to see a lot of different stuff. There's a Denver. Is it the DDO? It is not. Most of the time when you find the bicentennials, they're usually in pretty good shape because people used to hoard them back in the day. So find a lot of nice ones. Nope. We're getting there. Yeah, I feel the safest way to do it is just weigh all the quarter rolls, just make sure they're all there, because I did have like 2 rolls in the first box that were actually missing a coin, and I had an extra coin, and then the Canadian. Oh, another West Point already. You'll never guess what kind it is. This one's nicer. Same thing, tall grass prairie. What are your odds? Tall grass prairie, another one. That's awesome. I know it's hard to see the wet W, but it's there. That's number 2. 2 tall grass prairies. That is crazy, dude. Cool beans. It's amazing. Like, there's 2. How long does it take? Or how many West Points have been found and taken out of circulation that you still, sometimes I think they made more than 2 million each, but 20 million coins is a lot of coins, and everybody was just sucking them out of circulation when they first came out, sending them to PCTS, NGC, getting them graded. It's a lot of coins, buddy. I just found 2. 2 in one box. That's like a mega box. 1 of 2 million, man. They're right. That's awesome. It's not bad. 2 West Points already. Another Denver Minute Bicentennial. Not the DDO. I don't know why some are so easy to find versus other ones. I mean, they were 2 million dumped out there. What makes one so much harder to find versus another one, you know? And more valuable. Why is one more valuable than the others when they're all same amount, you know? I just feel the Weir Farm is like one of the, and the San Antonio missions are like the hardest ones to see in general, let alone finding a West Point. Weir Farm, I see a lot of weird. Then National Park or whatever. There we go. Memorial Park. American Memorial Park is also another one that's hard to see. It's just. But why? It's tall grass prairie and what you call it, are like most common. Salt River Bay are most common ones that I see here. Crazy. Crazy beans. Got got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. We got 18 rolls to go, so we're over halfway. It goes pretty quick when you do them. Yeah, mint sucks. Well, I don't want to say they suck, but whoever was given those quarters to spread out over a period of thousands of boxes, probably. There's another Mayflower. It's the only one I've seen so far today. It seems like Salt Grass Prairie and the Salt River Bay are the most common one that I see. No doubt about it. There's another Bicentennial, Philadelphia. Yeah. It's just, who do they give them to? I mean, 250,000 coins across the whole 50 states. Yeah, it's not a lot. I mean, how do you distribute them? They should have been separated by, like, everybody gets 2 rolls. Send 2 rolls. That's the way it should have been. Every 250,000. So if you sent, yeah, you know what I mean, 500 to 500 places, then yeah, it's not a lot. Probably, you think if you if you had them rolled, say they were rolled, and then you give those rolls to a bank. There's more than 250,000 banks in this country. So yeah, it's not going to be distributed any fair way at all. I can tell you that already. It's going to be the luck of the draw. Luck of the draw. No, I usually don't play. I used to play the lottery like every week till it went up to $2 a ticket, and then I stopped. And I only played it once it hit over 500 for 600 million. My wife bought me some instant tickets for Father's Day, and I did get 2 $5 winners on them. So I bought 2 Mega Millions tickets with it. So I didn't. They're going. I'm not a millionaire. They didn't win anything. So I ended up buying, since it's 600 some million now for Mega Millions, I actually bought, 10 tickets, $50 for 2 draws, so $100. And all you get is 10 tries. It sucks, don't it? So yeah, it's kind of weird. You sit there and go, there's another West Point. We got a new one. This one's a nice one, too. Look at this one. This one's got some gleam. This one really shines. Oh, no, it's not a West Point. Boo. I'm seeing things. It's a Denver. Man, that looked like a W. It's a Denver. Boy, that almost looks like a W. Sorry. False alarm. I got all excited for nothing. Oh, man, them D's with a little bit of mark on them. Oh, I'll make sure I don't do that next time. Sorry. Boy, I look like a W. There's another Weird Farms. Man, that D just popped up there and had the right little blemish on it, and it looked like a W, man. It's a mirage. Seeing things. Man, that would have been a good one, too. It was nice. Oh, my God. False alarm. That's what happens when you deal with old people. It's only going to get worse as time goes on. Oh, man, it looked like a W. I was going to say, man, that looked good. I'll make sure these are W's. Yep, that's a W. I know I already checked these, but let's check again. Yep, that's a W. 2 W's. Confirmed. Oh, my God, it looked like a W. I swear to God. That D, just the way it glistened, and yeah, mirage. You fool. Fool's gold. Snow blind. He's W blind. Yeah. This is terrible. Oh my God, it looks like a W. That's like seeing a fake silver coin and getting all excited and find out it's not silver. It's just a good faker. That's why I watch when I see them, even though sometimes they look like they're silver. You just can't verify it until you're actually looking at the coin instead of the edge. You can't just edge hunt. You can miss them. Man, that would have been a nice West Point coin. That thing was nice. Tall grass prairie, you think so? No, Philadelphia. Why you want to weigh your 65S? That would be a proof. I believe. I would love to find a 65 silver. I think somebody just recently found one. Believe it or not, I think I just saw something not too long ago. Somebody found one. Yeah, that's a nice coin too. Yeah, I would love to find one. Here's a nice bicentennial, but it's Philadelphia. I'm looking for the Denver variety. It's not bad. That'll be my 4th West Point out of 6 boxes. So we can keep this up. We can average 1 a box. That would be pretty good. Silver, I don't hold my breath on the silver because I know they're hard to find. I don't understand why. I know there's a lot more silver quarters out there than silver has. Plus the quarters are circulated, so people are going to pull them out more. But you would think that somewhere along the line, somebody's dumping silver quarters. I mean, why not? They dump halves. I don't know. Don't know. So, yeah. Let me get a few rolls left. I think it was a pretty good box, even if we don't get anything, any silver. Another Philly. Philadelphia. Whoa, whoa. Weird Farms. That almost looks like a W, but I think it's a D. Yep, it's a D. That would have been a good Weird Farm. I got a lot of Weird Farms already, but it's just got a little scratch. Denver. Man, that would have been nice. Would have been nice. Keep looking. We'll find one sooner or later. We've got lots of quarters to go through. Yeah, I'm going to keep track of these quarters too to see what I get out of them. I got a lot of them, but they're just Philadelphia's, not the, only like what, 2 Denver maybe? 3 tops? Which is odd. Usually there's more than that, but right now it's been Philadelphia all the way. War in the Pacific, Philadelphia. A lot of them have been pretty nice too. I've only seen the Mayflower Compact. That's it for the new quarters. Antonio Missions. That one's definitely got a scratch. P is not going to be it. P is not what we're looking for. Be nice to see a silver pop out, but it's not happening. Got the 7 rolls over there laying down. That's it. Another South Carolina. I would love to see the extra branch on one of them nice ones. How nice that coin is. Man, that is Philadelphia. I thought it was going to be an S-Mint, but that is just crazy. Here is a 20, what is it, 13? Yeah, 2013. White Montana. Look at this. This coin looks like it was just minted. I thought it was going to be a San Francisco, but it's not. It's just a Philadelphia, 2013. That's what I'm saying. You can find a lot of nice coins out there if you want to start a book. And somebody had to roll them and finally dumped them. Crazy. Yeah, I found that estimated quarter of the other box, and the reason it stood out so much is because it was a nice, bright coin. It really stood out. I forget which one it was, though. Only found the one design. That's crazy. That's what I mean. If you're in July and you're getting boxes, and you're only finding the one design, it's going to be like forever till you actually get that third design in your hand, you know? Another weird farm. That's the most weird farms I ever found in a box. I can tell you that right now. We're getting one every like 3rd roll or something, it seems. 4th roll. Is he bat quarter? We all know about the bat. Look at that dirty. Dirty, dirty. Look at Duke Ellington, man. They're hard to find. I mean, it's amazing. There's not that many out there. Oh, this is the first cow I've seen. That is crazy. That is odd. That is the first cow. I got 5 rolls left. Weird. Weird book. It's just crazy. War in the Pacific, not AW. Start on that nickel box yet? Four rolls to go. Still no silver. Roll 2. I thought about getting more nickel boxes, but I just don't have time for all this. Out of 55. Hey, Coin to Sell, how you doing? Hello. Yeah, we already did our $half. We did pretty good on the $half. We ended up getting, wow, that's pretty rough. Rough shape. Oh, there's a, that would be nice, but it's kind of boogered up. That's a D. We did get like, give me a minute. We're almost done. I'm almost done. I felt like throwing a box of quarters in there quick to look for, you know, there's another. The only one I found is the Mayflower. Well, about 5 or 6 so far, maybe 7. 3 rolls to go. So how are you doing? Have you had any luck in the last, say month? Any bags? Anything good happening? Well, this was a good box. We didn't find any silver, but we did find 2 West Points. We almost found a third one, but it changed into a D. That was messed up. I swear it was a Denver or a West Point. Oh my God, dude. 32 boxes in 140. You can't give up. Wow, that's brutal. That is way bad. And I thought I was doing bad with those Brinks boxes getting what? We're on box. Oh my God, we're on box 70. I think we're at 78 boxes. 5 had silver, 1 had 16. The other ones only had 1. So only 20 silver coins out of 78 boxes. Yeah. It makes me want to give up on the Brinks boxes, but I know there's silver in them, but it's just very hard to get. So I'm going to keep chugging along at it till at least the end of the year to see what kind of results we get. I think it's all based, man, but 1 out of 40, that is terrible. That is brutal. You're saving up for your good box. Another Philadelphia. Yeah, we did get, I finally got some 26s this year. Or this hand. Yeah, finally out of the boxes, got some 26s. We got 24 out of the one and 2 out of another. This is the last roll, by the way. There's going to be no silver, I can tell you that. No silver, no Canadians. I just felt like doing a box of quarters real quick just to see what might be in it, you know? But I'm not going to do another one. This is going to be it. This might be a better way for me to hunt them. Just hunt them over the mat instead of over the bucket, so in case I drop one. What design is that? It is not. Author, activist, composer. It must have not have made too many of these because I just don't see that design much. That's it, boys and girls. Quarters are done. Quarters are done. Oh, man, get them gloves off. It was a good day. We had a good day. So, 4 boo boxes on the $half. Boo. So, we're going to go with the halves. Let me spread these out. 77, 78, 79, 80, and a 96. We ended up with a dollar coin. All these are the 2026 Philadelphias. I wanted these because I want some. I finally got some to save for myself, and we're just going to lay that out there like that. And we did good. We did get silver today. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We actually got, we only got 10 proofs. That was it. And a couple more 2026s from Philadelphia. So that was pretty good. So we ended up getting, I know there's no value to them. It's just the idea of finally getting a box or boxes with some in, you know. So since we have them out, there we go. So that's pretty cool. There we go. Finally got some. Oh, and then we had 2 quarters. Cool beans. So we did good today. I know we didn't like set the world on fire, but we did good. I feel that these proofs, well, let's go with the silver. We did find 2 silver coins in that one box. 68 Denver, 40% silver. And we found A mint set coin, bicentennial, San Francisco, business strike, 40% silver. Find them every now and then. That's the star of the show today. Bicentennial. I wish this would have came out last Saturday, but we'll take it a week late. A little week late, but he's here. That was awesome. 240%ers. We ended up getting 10 more clad proofs. These look exactly just as nice as the ones we found last week. So I'm going to say it's part of the same dump. Hopefully this is part of that dump. And hopefully next week, I see what we get. We did get a dollar coin ender. So we made $1 today on that one there. That was different. And we hunted a box of quarters and ended up getting 2 2020 tall grass prairies West Point. I know it's hard to see the W on there, but yeah, it's there. I swear. It's there. We got 2 of them. Tall grass prairie. That was a good box. 2 West Points. Not bad. That was pretty good. And then we ended up with 26 brand new 2026s, but they're all from Philadelphia, but I'll take it. Very nice. My first big score with the 2026s. I'm pretty sure it's going to become commonplace in the future, but happy to see them in circulation so I can grab a bunch. So I'm happy. Just need to get some Denvers now. Yeah, can't complain about it. I could, but I won't. So yeah, we did good. So Quinticella, it was nice to see you. I hope you don't give up. And yeah, all started beginning to get boxes that are not sealed with tape. Yeah, mine have not been sealed with tape for like ever, which is odd. Rick still gets them sealed, so I don't know why some do and some don't. So yeah, but they're out there. Yeah, you gotta yeah, this was in the one Brinks box. First time I've ever gotten a dollar coin out of a box, let alone it being an ender. But yeah, I'll take it all day long. But yeah. All right. Don't give up. Hopefully you get something soon. You're working your way up to a good box, I always say. So can't give up. They got to be out there somewhere. So yeah, it was a good hunt. 2 silvers, 10 proofs, some 26s to add to the collection, $1 coin, and 2 West Points to add to the collection. So we'll see what happens next week. And yeah, everybody, thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of what's left of the day. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a great week. And we'll see if we see you next week. So yeah, everyone have a good night, and we'll see you later. And thanks a lot.